If love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh,
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not right.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still on the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof of my life, better more than no proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's side flies. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with room for free. Ay. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Another week ahead. Hello, Leroy.
What's happening?
How are you, man?
I'm good. Long weekend.
A lot of hobnobbing at that golf tournament.
It's just, how can I put this? Chaos. It's number chaos. We're all friends. It's like 70 people from all over. All friends, all have a good time, go get food, then we golf. And the golf courses were raggedy for reasons I can't explain, to the point where I have now been dubbed commissioner and organizer of said event.
Oh, congratulations. I didn't realize I was on doing the show with the commissioner. Congrats, Leroy.
Do I look like a person that is going to enjoy this role?
I don't know.
You've always said you want to be a Publix deli manager.
Because here's the problem. People spend a lot of money. They fly from Texas, Rhode Island, Arizona. You know, guys come from all over. And my thing is, if you spending $4,000 or $5,000 to come and eat and drink and have fun, another $100 to play a nicer golf course ain't gonna kill you.
That's fair.
But there's always one person. There's always one person that has a problem. And I may have used some words that I cannot repeat. But I think I said, don't come then.
Wow. Listen, I mean, David Stern had to deal with Mark Cuban. Everybody has somebody they have to deal with, as a commissioner. So,
but Mark Cuban's not cheap.
Well, I don't, I guess.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, as a commissioner, you come through these types of issues. Could you get the Heat their pick back? As a commissioner?
Yeah. That's a crazy thing right there.
Morning, Vlad. How are you?
I'm good, man. How about you guys?
Nah, I'm all right.
Hey,
I'm all right.
Hey, leave a Vlad. Leave a little note for Crowder.
Why?
He was pumping them Florida Gators.
Ooh.
And now they gonna be sitting with us.
Woo! That's a true job.
You know what's crazy? Not other than St. John's. Not a lot of upsets. There weren't teams blowing teams out either.
No,
St. John's wasn't an upset.
It was a thriller. Like they wanted the buzzer.
Yeah.
I mean, you beat Kansas. Kansas is like this Patino, man. You can't kill him. You can't kill him.
It's 4-5. That's a 4-5 matchup. That's not
okay.
That's not an upset. But
we had our customary 5-12. You don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
But you always have a 5-12.
Always have a 12-5, but everybody's been pretty much snuffed out. The Canes almost pulled it off, man. Like they
seemed like they ran
I felt like they had it. And then obviously in the second half, it kind of took off from them. I mean, big free throw discrepancy, but like I really thought they were going to pull it off. Got to like within 4 right there at the end. And, it was right there for them. But an incredible season by Jay Lucas.
Yes.
Dude. First year, like you get a tournament win.
We were not expecting that. We were expecting a rebuild, and they were very competitive. I just think they don't have enough scoring in the right places to compete in the tournament.
No,
right? Huh? Right.
No
and usually what wins the tournament is guard play.
And they're very physical. Like that's the, if you get those intangibles getting the whistle ridiculous all the time, as a parade. I think they only missed one free throw. I think it was like 21 or 22.
Oh, let me tell you something. Vlad, you can attest to this. Intangibles don't miss free throws.
Not when they count. Not when they count.
They don't miss free throws. Like if you look at go look at Butler, Gonzaga, St. Mary's, all them teams shooting 85-90%. Creighton, 85-90% from the free throw line.
There was a guy yesterday I was watching in Ohio State because one of their guys got hurt. Iowa State, excuse me. And they just threw an intangible. They get to pick the intangibles on the line. They're like, let's have that guy. He nailed him.
No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't pick an intangible. I picked the big, strong center.
You can't do that no more.
I think Iowa State only has intangibles.
But I saw some exciting games. The Heat had me not even almost wanting to watch basketball on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Let's get to our headlines brought to us by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit them at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. Miami Heat will be back on the hardwood tonight, taking on the San Antonio Spurs. It's a national TV game, so it's early tonight. Just a heads up for everybody who has tickets tonight.
7.
Make an excuse to get out early, dude, because you know that Miami traffic. It's a 7 o'clock tip-off tonight. So if you want the local call, you can listen to Jason Jackson, Amy Audibert, Tommy Tig, and Solana will get you going at 5:45 tonight. But 7 o'clock is your tip-off tonight from Kaseya. So get your ass there early because, national TV waits for no one.
And, traffic is going to be brutal because school's back.
Brutal, dude. Yeah, it's going to be brutal. So,
yeah. This is they just returned from spring break.
Unless it's a teacher work day. I mean, up here, it's a teacher work day.
It's still spring break for some colleges down here.
Yeah, but college and does Broward and Dade do it at the same time? How about Palm Beach?
Palm Beach is coming back this week, but it's a teacher work day today.
Okay.
So,
right.
But either way, you might want to slip out the door a little early if you want to go see Heat versus Wemby tonight and get that going. Jaime Jaquez is expected to make his return. He's listed as probable on the injury report, missed a couple games with the hip. Andrew Wiggins missed the last 8 with a toe. He's also probable, but Norman Powell, he is questionable as Norman Powell. Norman Powell kind of feels like he's broken down by the end of the season. I got to be honest with you. He feels like, we rode those highway miles really, really fast. And
then we had to ride on some dirt.
Yeah, we got to the All-Star break and the tread was off the tires. It feels like the poor guy's got nothing left.
We did ask a lot of him while Tyler was out.
For sure.
Right?
Yeah, for sure. He came out like gangbusters, but he just keeps having things flare up on him, which is
I'm telling you, I'm worried. I know he's breaking down a little bit. There's 2 injuries in basketball that are just brutal. They're nagging, and they never end until you're done with basketball for the year. That is a toe and a groin.
Oof.
Like the 2 injuries that for a basketball, player are just you use your core, and that's the groin injury. And the toe, I'm telling you got to put them damn shoes on. Whew. Goodness.
Rod Powers says this show needs to talk more Miami Open and less mediocre Heat. Let me tell you something, dude.
No, that would be.
I got to be honest with you, Rod.
It's no school in Dade this week.
Okay, cool.
So cool.
Rod Powers, just an FYI, dude. You literally will not get anybody to talk less tennis than me. I know 0.0 about tennis, other than Coco Gauff is the GOAT and Alcaraz. Like that's it. That's what you got for me.
And guess what? Alcaraz is out in the 3rd round. So back to Miami.
Yeah, I got nothing. Sorry. Solana loves it.
I love the way people give suggestions.
Yeah. Joe Rose loves tennis. Solana loves tennis. Old Tobes, I'm tennis.
We don't care.
I don't care.
Yeah.
It's
I
nothing
don't
wrong.
think-
I don't have to like everything. And you know what? That's okay. We don't have to like everything.
Yeah, we really don't. I would say
Sabalenka, great, kind of a crybaby. She's
Yeah.
like, but that's okay. She's a sore loser, but she's very good when she wins.
that's it. That you remind me.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's what we said. He got knocked out in the third round. See, you don't even listen to what we're talking. The topic you want to talk about. That's it.
Sorry.
No more time to talk.
There you go.
I'm done.
We'll get back into the Heat and just that. What a nut kicker that last game was. Jesus.
Oh,
Dude, I'm telling you.
You hit the bottle that day, didn't you?
Oh, dude, did I? I wouldn't have if it was just a normal loss, but they don't lose. They didn't want to lose normal. They wanted to
They
just
gotta
hurt
lose
me.
tragically. Like it just like it. Watching the game and being excited late at night. It was what, like 10-ish.
Yeah,
You're like, man, what a way to top off the day, and then punch in the gut. I'm like, I'm going to bed.
The Seahawks, this happened before the show. The Seahawks and
Woo!
Jackson Smith and Jigba have agreed to a new contract. 4 years,
A tour contract.
4 years, $168.6 million, $120 million guaranteed.
He is, when it comes to that position, he is one of the premier game changers in football. I don't know how he does it. He has an impact on every game with one of those catches, just one of those, catches. And the thing that's amazing is he's not that tall. And so when we talk about how we want our wide receivers to look, watch how big the Miami receivers look this year, right? There's certain people that just have a vision of what they want each position to look like.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time they bring in somebody who's like 6'5", oh, Denzel Boston, tall, good, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, and he may not be even there are some really impressive receivers, but they're like 5'11". Like, Mekhi Lemon, that guy's a dog, but he's only 5'11". So I'm like, I don't know.
We had that.
Scarred.
Right. I don't know. But for him, to make that much of an impact this early in his career, right? Like he's doing things that you would think he'd been in the league for 6 or 7 years, like just how he runs routes, how he goes after the ball, just has a real overall just throw it up, right? Kind of that mentality where my guy got a chance to get it, and he's gotten a lot of guys paid. He got a lot of guys paid in Seattle, a lot of quarterbacks. So good for him. And that's the benchmark right there.
Yeah, no awkward exchange between him and the GM.
Right, but you know what's crazy? The thing that I heard this morning, he had the most yards with the least amount of targets.
Wow.
Right? Think about that. So his impact is even felt a little bit more because you don't have to give him volume.
Schefter was saying that this is the benchmark now for Puka Nacua and what he's going to get.
Another guy, same kind of, like, you watch a Rams game, Puka Nacua going to make some kind of play.
Yep.
And he does it every game.
Yeah, want one of those. Go get me one of those, Sully. Yeah.
Well, guess what?
Not responsible.
Puka was what, 4th or 5th rounder?
He was later than JSN was like what, number 20?
Yeah. And he was a 5th rounder, I think, Puka.
Yeah, 5th round.
Yeah. There you go. And you know why he was a 5th rounder? Because they looked at him, they looked at his measurables and forgot about what they were watching on film, and they go, oh, he's a little small, he's not that fast, he doesn't separate, and there you go. That's how that happens, and that's why that's the most frustrating thing in football.
I mean, he's 6'2".
Puka 6'2"?
Yeah.
6'2", and he plays receiver like Scattaboo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but I'm Vlad, my point is I'm more than sure that showed up on tape before he got to the NFL. You know what I'm
The
saying? And he could only be a fifth rounder. Your thinking is flawed. Not saying that they have reason to take him in fifth round, but again, that didn't just show up. Those skill sets didn't just show up.
yeah, you mean like you've had him. I'm on Ross St. Brown right now. Was what, a fourth rounder?
Yeah, like
You know?
what film are they watching?
I don't know.
And I'm like, how is this? And they get caught up in. And I give you a perfect example the other way. And this is not a knock on him. He is who he is. Marvin Harrison Jr. is big, strong, not fast, doesn't separate. Quarterbacks don't want to throw it to him because they don't see the separation, but he could go up and catch the ball. And so that was a top 5 pick. And I would just I would just like to ask somebody in football, when you're evaluating these guys, what's different? What stands out? What he did in college? Well, just look at the other guys. Look at, playing for a team that won a national championship and all the talent they had on that team versus a guy who was the entire offense.
Yeah, like recently, who's that worked out for? Would you take it like just Jamar Chase? Is he like the one standout? Because even Jefferson was.
But even
20.
Jamar Chase played with Joe Burrow.
Well, I know that. I mean,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What about a wide receiver like Puka Nacua or JSN played on a national championship team too? All right. But what about a guy like Puka Nacua? You see this talent. You see him playing like this in college, right? But he don't have a roster that's going to challenge for the national championship. And so we tend not to, evaluate him the same way.
We'll get to some more of that as well. And then some Marlins news, pretty big one. Kyle Stowers is going to miss 3 to 4 weeks. He has a grade 1 hammy. So the Marlins all-star from last season. I don't know if you guys know this, but opening day is this week, so not great. Looks like
that's unfortunate. Hammies in baseball are weird to me because most of them never run full speed ever.
Yeah.
Right? Like, especially if you bat 4 through 6 or 3 through 5, you're hitting bombs.
Should let you guys know also, baseball is back. Opening night live on Netflix this Wednesday, March 25th. Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees clash with Rafael Devers and the San Francisco Giants. MLB opening night, Yankees, Giants, live on Netflix, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, for all of our West Coast viewers out there on YouTube and Twitch. We'll take a break. 15 minutes of heat. That's next. Bum, bum. 15 minutes of heat here for you on FM 104.3 WQAM as the Miami Heat, they fall to the Houston Rockets in just gut-wrenching fashion on Saturday night. They lose 123 to 122. Amen Thompson flying in like a pterodactyl after Bam Adebayo does a great job on Kevin Durant. Then everybody decides, why don't we just sit here and watch that ball bounce, huh?
Bird watching. We call that bird watching.
We're just out here bird watching, dude. Khalil Ware, he's just watching. Tyler Hero, he's just watching. I don't think Pelle Larsson knew what the hell he was doing. Pelle Larsson seemed like he was, usually sound on all of his decisions. He was just kind of like caught in no man's land. And then Bam, I was also watching, but I mean, he did shut down KD and got a terrible shot off. So, he did drop 30 and 20. So, I'll give him the pass. He was probably and also Spo played him 45 minutes because he played Khalil 4. So it was a gut punch. It really was. And the unfortunate thing for those who didn't see the game, maybe you were enjoying your Saturday night instead of you being a maniac like me, just, wanting to just, I don't know.
I also was a maniac.
Why did they make it more painful? Because they could have just lost normally. I would have just preferred that because,
Yeah.
And instead they decided, no, we're going to give you all the joy. You're going to steal the inbounds. You're going to get, by the way, it should have been an and one for Simone. I mean, that really got blasted on that goaltend. But then, okay, 5 seconds left. It's right there, baby. This is going to be a thriller. And
playing into your bread and butter. Defense.
It's right there for you guys. You withstood a barrage. I mean, all of a sudden they look like the damn Golden State Warriors, where they're just hitting 3 after 3. It's like, all right, you withstood all of that. Bam's got this monster performance. All you got to do is get the stop and get the rebound.
Complete the defensive play.
And instead, they just decide we're going to get the stop. But then Amen Thompson, who look, he's a pogo stick. He's incredibly athletic, very good player. All right, he had a great game. That's they have a lot of talent on that team. But just to lose in that way was yes, it was bottle worthy. I mean, I hit the tequila 4 shots during the night after that one. It was tough. I mean, but this is it's on me that I'm the fool because I had the audacity to sit here on this radio show and say maybe they can make some noise when the only noise they make is a fart noise. Like that's it. That's what happens when you do the Kings of Play-in-ville. 4 straight losses, 9th in the East.
Wow.
Yep.
Remember you were chirping when they were 6th for 12
I just
seconds?
said that. What do you mean? Do I remember it? I just self-sanctioned it. You wanted to rub my nose in it like a puppy?
As your friend, I try to stop you.
Why would you say
when you go there? And I'm considered a hater.
Why would you say that?
Here. Now we're here. You're miserable. And I would just say, in those moments of joy, it's an 82-game season. Temper your enthusiasm and understand it's a long road.
I know it was foolish of me, Sexy Sauce. Foolish that Tobin thought we could escape our play-in fate. It just keeps pulling you back in. It's like a tractor beam. It's like you think you're going to leave Play-in-ville. And it's like, nope, you're coming back home, dude. That's where you belong. In the play-in. And by the way, it's so hilarious seeing how all the play-in teams, like, they all got red hot at the same time. Now they're all losing at the same time.
All losing at the same. Orlando's 3-game losing streak now since
they're on a 4-game losing streak. I think. Toronto lost.
They
the
lost.
Only team that the Hawks finally had their win streak snapped by. That was the other thing. Houston was on the second night of a back-to-back, so now Miami's lost 2 games on the second night of a back-to-back. Now they come home and they got. I think they got San Antonio tonight. I think San Antonio played Saturday too, but they played the Pacers.
San Antonio played Saturday, but here's the thing though. You're playing Cleveland on their first game on their second game of a back-to-back.
Yep. Doesn't matter.
If you lose to Cleveland, that's 3 games you lost to teams on the second when they're playing their second game of a back-to-back.
This has been a big fraud exposure to them. Like, it was a cute and like there were some gutsy wins. I mean, we had some historic performances. I mean, poor Bam, like nobody's sitting here helping him. And Spo's gonna, and by the way, Spo, you want to talk about burning the tires. Spo, you played him 45. Eric Spoelstra, come on, dude. 45 minutes. 45 minutes. Because I know you were upset with Kalel, all right? And I get it. Kalel had a bad 4 minutes. Like nobody on this team's had a bad 4-minute run.
There's nobody. Bam got a longer break at halftime.
4 minutes. So like this guy has gone out there now and he's had to play a game. Like he did play the entirety of basically the 83 points. Okay, at least we got history and everybody was hurt in that one. At least there was a reason for this one. Suppose like he put out Kalel Ware and he put Jovic out. Oh my God, Jovic. Woo! Jesus.
He ain't feeling it.
Oh, he's feeling it. He's feeling the brick fest. Comes in there, misses 2 layups and an open 3. I'm just like, come on, bro. You couldn't make one for me. Can you save me a little? Just crazy. Unbelievable. I apologize, Schmeathan. I apologize. What do you want me to do? Sorry I watched Eurobasket.
Here's the thing. These players have careers. You have moments and you already making their career. Like, slow down.
No, I can't. I am who I am. What do you want me to do?
Then suffer the consequences of this.
I do suffer the consequences. I suffer the consequences.
You're making it hard on yourself.
I'd rather make things hard than feel nothing. You know?
I mean, but at least feel real.
This was Eric Spoelstra after the game, him on the heartbreak of the loss. Here's what he has to say.
Just have to stay with it. We've been talking about having a collective grit. We felt that we showed that grit, throughout the course of the game and ups and downs and through the highs and lows, and then made a couple big-time defensive plays down the stretch. You just think the karma of the game that we'll find a way, to walk out of here with a win. We just missed a block out, there at the end, and Thompson made a heck of a play. Bam, obviously forced one of the best scores in this game, to double clutch it. Been almost better if he didn't double clutch it, I kind of messed up a little bit of the timing, but we missed a block out, and Thompson made a heck of a play.
Maybe like everybody just thought that when it hits the rim, that's over. Like I don't understand what happened. It was just like everybody's just like, look at that. He missed. Oh, wait, there's still time?
Oh my goodness, it was brutal.
What are we doing here, dude?
We saw him come out of nowhere. Just like, no.
Those are the worst.
Tobin, what would happen if they won 7 in a row and now lose 7 in a row? Because that could happen.
It would be the perfect portrait of what this team is. Honestly, this is what's exactly what this year has been.
You can lose to anybody and beat anybody.
I think the thing that's frustrating though is like, when they got to 7 straight, they did it with a lot of guys out, and it mostly was like Bam and Pella, like really gutty wins, and then it's like once they got more people back, they got terrible again. And they couldn't defend anybody. And now they're back to this spot where like they're so inconsistent over a game, because as soon as they got that double-digit lead, it's like, oh, they got this puppy. They got this one figured out.
Oh no, you did the thing.
And then it was just like it was Jabari Smith 2 threes, Aaron Holiday, who I didn't even know was still alive because Pella murdered him in the first half. Did you see that dunk by Pella?
Yeah.
I mean, he hammered it down on him.
So
Swedish Airlines took off on his ass. And so, yeah, but I mean, it's not, I mean, look, they got Wemby coming in town tonight in the Spurs, second in the West. I mean, like how much is Spo going to play Kalel Ware after that one? I mean, that you played him 4 minutes, you put him in for one play and he doesn't even jump. And you think that that's going to garner him a lot of minutes? No, get ready to learn Fontecchio, Heat Nation. That's what we're going to get. He's going to play Fontecchio and Bam 45 minutes tonight. Bam's going to get to the play-in tournament. He's going to have zero juice left because Spo doesn't trust anybody.
Else.
He's like, he just played so inspiring, and you just got to follow that. It's like, okay, but can he get a water at one point in the second half? He had 20-20 by the time the third quarter was over. He's putting up insane numbers.
Right.
31 and 23? You kidding me? Misses 2 free throws. Of course, that's the difference. Like, sorry, Bam. You have to be perfect. No mistakes. No mistakes. No rest.
That is brutal, right? That you have to be absolutely perfect for your team to have a chance.
Yeah.
And every mistake you make is magnified because your team needs it, because nobody else is really doing anything.
Unreal, dude. I mean, this guy's got to be looking around. He's like, is anyone, is anybody coming along for the ride?
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is Tobin in another city going, Bam, make a stink?
I'm worried about him making a stink.
Tobin in LA. Tobin in LA.
I got to be honest.
Hey, Vlad. Hey, the way you do it, there's somebody somewhere else doing the same thing. Look at Tobin do all the work. What if he could just come and be with somebody?
I think guys in LA is called Mason, and I think he's wanting Bam to join the Lakers so that the Lakers could have an all-star squad.
I don't like what you guys are doing because I've been fearing this all season.
Yeah.
I've been talking about Bam Adebayo being like, you know what? Maybe it is enough. Because like even the fact that this team and this franchise like got a little like in their feelings because Dwayne Wade had the audacity to say what is 100% true. And Bam at least took it to heart and is like, all right, I'm going to play like an all NBA player. I'm going to play like an absolute monster. It's just nobody's coming along for the ride. Pella here and there, Davion here and there, but like the guys who
are, you're not depending. You shouldn't here. There's certain role players on this team. There's like 4 or 5 guys where any one of them could have a big night, but they're not going to all have 15, 20 points every night. They're going to all do certain things. Those are your ancillary pieces, right? When you look at OKC, you could look at LA. LA got 3 guys average 20. OKC, they're not. Look at Boston.
Yeah, but it's not even the scoring. It's like the boneheaded plays. It's the lack of defense. It's the lack of doing the extra thing. Like the scoring really hasn't been the issue. It's like these guys can't dig in. You can't trust anybody, and the damn center can't take a break because anytime he sits down, they turn into one of the worst teams in basketball. They can't function without him.
Right.
He's got no support. Like it's not just a scoring thing. Like I wish it was that simple.
Right.
But it's literally like it's sitting here and and they are where they are. And I almost feel like we talked about this last week. I almost feel like Bam's like resigned to it at this point. He's like, all right, I guess who's more used to the play-in than me? We'll dial it up against the Hawks again.
Right.
And probably have, tell you what you don't want to face. You want to place the Orlando Magic. But no, look, as far as him making a stink, yeah, of course I would be terrified of that. Like, why would you want to sit here banging your head against the wall, being like, all of my best friends, they want to be, can't get it done. Couldn't get Spida done. Couldn't get Dame done. Couldn't get Kevin. Oh, did you see the love fest between him and Kevin Durant? It would have been nice to have you. The guy we wouldn't trade for you, he played 4 minutes tonight because the coach doesn't trust him. Kevin Durant passed Michael Jordan for all-time scoring. And the Heat are like, no Jovic, no wear on the table.
That's
and then Spo plays them.
You were in on that too, though.
But their decision,
right,
by the end of it, is because you say a guy's not tradable.
Right.
You would assume you're gonna invest in that guy and play him, and by the end of it, you're like, nah. Instead, we're gonna play Bam the entire game. Like, how could that as a player? How could that as a star player not like make you mental? Be like, so let me get this straight. You're not gonna trade for him. And you're not going to play the guys you wouldn't trade for him.
That's weird. That's a weird dynamic, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a weird dynamic. We ain't gonna play you, but we don't want nobody else to play you either.
And why is everybody getting achievements against you guys? You know, Braun tied the most games on
It's just the
Thursday.
83 points, Vlad. Everybody wants to see it.
Durant
Everybody
drops.
everybody-
he passed his mic, and then
Luka dropped 60.
Luka dropped 60 on you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
the
they're all,
summer play was by LeBron.
yeah, but the thing is, it's because everybody wants to try and catch 83 and they can't. That's why.
60 and at the same time having a guy have a triple double.
Yeah. That
On the
did
same
happen.
team.
I'm aware. It's not even the most impressive thing we've seen this month, though.
Now we're doing
Nope.
side deals on the chat right now. We're doing deals for Bam.
don't like
Side deals.
Yeah,
don't
we're doing
like
side deals like Bam for because think about it. This might happen. Bam and the missus might have a conversation. Might want to start heading out west. There might be a team in Vegas very shortly. Maybe start heading out west.
I don't think it's gonna be shortly, but it's. I mean, I would definitely worry about people being like, oh, because like, who are the other guys that are out there? You're gonna have 9 teams go after Giannis again? No,
Right,
someone's gonna put the feelers out there.
And then what I don't like is like everybody that's talking to the Heat, Dud. If I want your best player, that's because I want to align him with Bam. I'm not trading my best player for Bam. Your best player for
Right.
Bam.
No,
Right.
look,
So-
I totally understand why the shoe would be on the other foot, especially for him, because him last year was like he was saying like, oh, there's going to be a lot of changes. It's like, yeah, they got Norman Powell, but not really. They basically they traded for Norman Powell, and Norman Powell got to be like a flotation device till Tyler Hero got hurt, and then he ran out of steam. And Hero's the same. Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Miami Hurricanes, their season came to an end yesterday. Jay Lucas and the boys falling to Purdue. Tough one at the end of it, but they had a hell of a first season for him. A hell of a first season for Jay Lucas.
Just seemed like they ran out of gas at the end of that game, and they didn't have any outside shooting, which is a big requirement for the tournament.
This was a little bit of the head coach afterwards. Here's what he had to say on the year.
Man, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I felt we were right there, and then it's just moments in the game. You know, when you get in these high-level tournament games, there are 1 or 2 moments, 1 or 2 plays, 1 or 2 situations that kind of separate the game. You know, it was a 10-point win, but the game was a lot closer than that. Just the way it felt, and then we hit a moment between, I would say, probably somewhere between the 16 and 12-minute mark of the second half, till about that time, to about the 10 minutes where we just had to recover. But we competed. I was happy with how we competed. And, you know, for me, this first year is just being able to reflect on it now and just think about it. And I told him in the locker room, and I'll say it publicly, but it was an absolute pleasure and a joy to coach this team. And I thank them for believing in me, believing in a person who had never coached before, and everything they gave me this year. I'm forever in debt in them. So I'm proud of them. Although it sucks right now, I'm proud of them, and I'll remember this forever.
There you go. A hell of a job by him this year.
Hell of a job. Hell of a job. Like, I think one of the signs of a good coach, and Jim Larinaga had this, and you see it, is to get guys to come in and commit to what you're trying to do and have faith that it's going to be successful when you really have no idea. And those guys all bought in. They bought into the style of basketball that was going to be required for Miami to win, which is different in every place, right? He did a good job of taking the talent they had, building the best possible game plan or ways to win during the course of the year, and he went with that. Because guess what? Yeah, their outside shooting wasn't great. That don't mean you keep chucking them up. That means you find another way to win. He was able to do that with those group of kids, and that is the amazing part of and the surprise of what this team did this year.
They and especially like how down in the dumps they were last year, which was surprising. Like it was, they didn't really ride the wave of having a Final Four team like you would have hoped.
It almost like they came back the following year and expected to just pick up where they left off. And I'm gonna tell you, I've been a part of that. We lost the championship game, came back to next year, went through the season, got to the playoffs, and we ran into the greatest show on turf.
Yeesh.
And we had the lead at halftime.
But you got to give credit to, Dan Radakovich, because like replacing a legend, and that's what Jim Larinaga was, because like this dude was thought if he was going to come down here, he's going to do some nice things. He had an incredible run with the Canes. And you're like, oh, we just figured that out right away. That's very impressive by the Canes athletic department. This makes me a little sad, but also happy. Malik Reneau afterwards, he was hungry because they lost, and he worked very hard, but he didn't want to change out of his uniform, so he went and got chicken tendies, full uniform at the arena, and he's literally walking through the corridor for our radio audience with a tray. The guy on the guy on Twitter says, for a second I thought we had a fan in full uniform, but nope, he just needed a chicken tender basket after the game.
Which is amazing that all these players all these people are at March Madness. Put that picture up, right? A tall guy walks through and nobody moves. Look, like what are you watching? You're there to watch basketball when a 6'7", 6'8" guy comes through with chicken tenders. You think he's just a fan like you?
I don't know.
Them chicken tenders must be that good, man.
Maybe he was. I mean, you think
How hungry can you be that you're not even taking off your
Look
clothes?
at that. Nobody even budged.
the best is the one we got right here where he's just standing back waiting for the order to get finished?
Is
Right.
this after the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody even look.
I mean,
Some people say I couldn't eat. I've had both emotions. Like sometimes the sheer exhaustion, when you're going through it and you're playing the game, you don't realize that you haven't eaten in like 6 hours.
No, that
Maybe.
probably happened.
It
Remember
hit
that-
you right after the game because you had pregame meal.
Yeah, but remember that was an 11-15 game for them. That was in St. Louis. They were the first game.
It was early.
Right.
That was an early game. So yeah, by the time the game
That's right in the
ended,
wheel because like
right in the wheel. Yeah, it's right in the
I
wheelhouse.
think you eat
of,
4
lunch.
hours before the game. So when we had a 1 o'clock game, I want to say breakfast was at 7 or 8, right? And so by the time you get to halftime, you looking around like, yo, and orange slices ain't gonna get it, buddy.
Maybe they give him a coupon too, because sometimes you go to these places, they give you a little voucher, and somebody's like, "Yeah, I got this tender voucher." He goes, "You got a tender voucher?" So he gives it to him, and he just walks on up to go get
I'm
it.
amazed that and in today's world, like when people are drawn towards athletes, how is he able to just walk the concourse?
Stop.
What?
These guys get food. You guys get food after a game.
Yeah.
Sometimes wait, but here's
You usually
sometimes
get
it's on the bus.
but you usually get in the locker room. When I was covering the game, when I was doing the Canes game, where they would always have food.
But here's the deal.
And that's food before you even eat on the plane.
Yeah, they sometimes they put food in the locker, but keep in mind, Vlad, they got to be out of there. So they might not have food and have
Right.
you also leave like an hour and 20 minutes after the game.
You probably
They
it's
got
like
other games after you.
yeah, you probably got to clear out the locker room.
Right.
And I bet you what happened, Vlad, if they didn't get coupons, I bet you like somebody on the Kane staff, maybe he paid for it. Maybe he just is like, F it, I'm paying $15 for chicken tenders.
I mean, he must have heard it was good for him to be going out in full uniform. Like these must have been like the talk of the town.
He but like, you know, I remember when I went to the Jake Paul fight, they gave us a voucher. They're like, here you go. You can use this voucher at a concession stand. So maybe like somebody said, hey, Malik played hard. Here you go, dude. And so somebody on staff just gave him the voucher and he goes, I'll be right back.
They gave us the voucher at the World Baseball Classic. Trust me, I already knew what spots to go to at Lone Depot Park to use that voucher. I've been
Did you get
around.
that machete?
You damn right I did. But I'm just saying, I know they give you like
they do.
They give you they might have gone to Chick-fil-A they would have gone to Chick-fil-A and get you like a whole bunch of Chick-fil-A. Somebody in the chat said granola bars and snacks can do so much. You're absolutely right.
No,
it can hold you for a little bit.
Not after a game.
They're getting a meal. So
yeah, when we would get on the plane, we'd have a meal
in the locker room. That's all I'm thinking. I would think they would have already had like a.
But again, I'm looking at it that they had to get the hell out of there.
Well, not necessarily because it's only
they use different locker rooms.
Yeah, because by the time the 2:30 game comes on, the next game, they got to get dressed and get ready to hit the court. They got 25 minutes.
So they might have different locker rooms.
Yeah,
and it's basketball. It's basketball, so they don't need big locker rooms.
Right. And there's only 4 games being played. So after that second game, there's a gap between 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. I'm just thinking he really must have wanted those tendies. I think Tobin's right. He wanted those tendies. He must have smelt it from Friday night, and he was just thinking about it the whole time.
He had a hell of a season, dude. He had a hell of a season. Yep. He was their best player all year. So if he wants tendies, get that man some tendies. We'll take a break. We'll take a break. Get you caught up with your headlines. More to come. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. And let's get to our headlines here this hour, which are brought to you by Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. The Cane season comes to an end. They fall to Purdue in the round of 32. They lose 79-69 to the Boilermakers. Stupid name, by the way. The Canes, they won in the opening round on Friday against Missouri, 80-66. So Jay Lucas's first season gets a tournament win in the books, but that would be it. And by the way, tried to screw him too. Sent him all the way to damn St. Louis to take on a team and basically beat him in their backyard. So great on them. Nice season, and excited to see what this turns into for Jay Lucas. The Heat, they'll be back on the hardwood tonight. They are taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Victor Wembanyama in town. And the Heat look like they're going to get back some reinforcements. Jaime Jaquez Jr. They didn't have any bench scoring without him. He'll be back. Andrew Wiggins looks like he'll be back. He's been out for the last 8 games. So it looks like Wiggy is going to make his return. Old Maple Jordan ready to suit up for the Heat. And be exciting, of course, if you're in the building tonight. Want to remind you, been reminding everybody that it's a 7 o'clock tip-off tonight. All right, 7 o'clock tip-off for Heat and Spurs tonight. So get there early. Make your plans, because if you want to see the tall man, you're going to want to be in your seat early.
So there's been no reports of Spurs being outside
About
getting the South Beach flu. Nothing
Wemby
like that.
dealing with Astron.
Yeah, Wemby at the
I don't know.
negatives, or
I don't know. Maybe he has. Well, you know who they have on this team, Vlad. They have that big stick. In the mud.
That's right, Luke Kornet.
So if Wembanyama wants to go to Tootsie's, Luke Kornet's gonna be like, no, heavens to Betsy, no. I hope there's nothing but OnlyFans models right next to the Spurs bench, and Luke Kornet just no, just shields his eyes.
The OnlyFans founder passed away.
I just saw that. I didn't know who he was. So, but oh no.
Yeah.
Leroy finally gave us a reaction to Chuck Norris passing away. Like he was gone.
Well,
he's a commissioner now. He's very busy.
No, that wasn't why. I usually respond with the first thing that comes to mind. And I thought it wasn't appropriate. Because only people on this show would understand. And so it just didn't feel right. So when I saw the news, I wanted to reply, bet you can't kick my ass now. And
I still got money on him in heaven.
And it would have been funny to us, but not to everybody who would have took it. So I didn't. But that was the first thing that hit me. I was like, wow.
You didn't want to get canceled over a joke. His whole legacy was jokes the back half of his life.
I know. But I just thought, nah. We got, even though I know and everybody who knows about this situation would have laughed,
right?
Somebody would have not taken it as to, and so I just kind of let it go. But so that's why it took me so long, because I put down my Twitter thumbs, right? I didn't want to just put it out there.
It would have been it would have been funny if your return tweet, because you haven't tweeted. What's the last thing you just tweeted? That not a math problem, but have you had any thoughts on Twitter just to share with the world?
You know why? Because my thoughts on the world are going to get the wrong responses, and I don't want to go back and forth with it, right? Okay. But I have opinions, but I'm like, I don't need everybody to analyze them.
I just saw your last tweets that were because all of your other tweets are just puzzle answers. This is the last tweet, Vlad, that he just had. He tweeted, "Hey Cowboys, You did a great job stopping the run. However, you gave up 400 yards passing to the Giants. Wow. Hashtag Micah.
Oh,
And
wait a
then
minute. Is that
minutes-
week 3 of
Week
the NFL season when they went against Russell Wilson and the Giants?
Yeah.
And then he
my
goes, hate Cowboys. Disregard my last statement.
Yes,
Hashtag too soon.
The Cowboys won.
No tweets.
Like, but I have fun with it. Like, but here's the thing. I don't like being in a situation where people take lighthearted tweets and make them something to attack. I don't want that. I want to have fun. I want to have a good time. And if everybody doesn't know me, they're just gonna scroll down and go, huh, this jackass.
You retweeted a September interview we did with Mike Tyson. You had a poll. Would you rather put an octopus on your head or pet a shark? I remember watching that video. Pet a shark, by the way, got 80% of the vote. And then there's the video of you just by your pool. I think that was for the England trip that never happened.
That never happened.
Because the tweet before that was you tweeting out a Google Drive.
Oh, yeah.
You have a retweet about something about a deli. And then sure enough, the thing you had before that, November 15th, 2024, who would win a fight, Leroy or Chuck Norris? With Chuck Norris receiving 57% of the vote.
Like, come on, man.
And that's only because we caveated with 84-year-old Chuck Norris, who at this time passed away at the age of 86.
Yeah.
So, but you wouldn't kick him. You wouldn't kick his ass. You wouldn't have kicked his ass at 84. You wouldn't have kicked his ass.
I mean, when we think of like Bruce Lee, then you think of Chuck Norris next, right?
Yes. But you're the type of guy where, like, I feel like you would have said with Bruce Lee, you're like, I wouldn't have fallen for his kicks. Too small.
No, dude, I watched some video of Bruce Lee punching a punching bag, hitting it like they were saying how many times he could do it in 30 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah, no. I would have raised my fist to punch him when the guy hit 8 times. Bah, 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 bah. And then like, yeah, no, dude, I'm out of here. Somebody said Jackie Chan before Chuck. Nah, but Chuck Norris was in a movie with Bruce Lee.
Yes.
So that's why I say Jackie Chan would be after Chuck Norris.
Did Jackie Chan's Rush Hour appearances almost make him even be more beloved as comedic, or is that just my late era thinking about it?
Yeah,
Rush Hour was so good,
but he had a movie. He had a movie prior to Rush Hour that made him into like the comedic martial arts star.
The thing
was
that
Rumble in the Bronx, I think it was Rumble in the Bronx.
Rumble in the Bronx. Yeah, I don't. Was that him or was that Jet Li?
No, that was him. That was him. He was the one that was going through the he went under that little window, like the little gated window on a desk. Like he somehow got in from one side to the other. Yeah, it was all of that.
No, Jackie Chan's like he was probably one of the most notorious. It's probably like him and Tom Cruise are known for doing their own stunts. Like
that's what I was getting ready to say. Yeah. They showed some of I remember watching something showing how many times he's actually been hurt. Like, holy smokes.
Crazy, dude. What a
Jackie
time.
Chan was in I think he was in Smokey and the Bandit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man. Anyway, this is all just to conclude. You never would have beaten Chuck Norris, and you're not going to beat him in heaven either. Should he be there?
Nah, you're not beating
him. He may have punched a different ticket. I don't know.
I mean, I would kindly say if I actually get there.
Well, might be. You might be there. He might not be.
Nah, who doesn't like Jackie Chan?
Well, Jackie Chan's going to heaven for sure.
I mean, Bruce, yeah.
Actually, it was
Chuck Norris.
Not Smoking.
Everybody loved Chuck Norris.
It was Cannonball Run, not Smoking the Bandit. I'm sorry.
Speaking of fighters, Michael B. Jordan reportedly wants $18 million now to do Miami Vice remake after winning Best Actor.
That's it?
We call well, I guess that's what he's asking for. I don't know if I thought he agreed to it already, but I think he's coming back saying, hey, renegotiate non-guaranteed contract.
Hey, Tobin, yesterday's price is not today's price.
That's right.
So
that's right.
Whatever was being negotiated before that Oscar. New terms.
And you know why? Because here's why. Because when they promote the movie, they're gonna put Oscar award winning.
Of course.
And once you do that, yeah. So yeah, you should have negotiated better beforehand.
Who's gonna play Crockett?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Up the asking price according to industry sources.
I would too. By the way, I mean it can't be any worse than the one that they did with Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell.
Dade South says,
Yeah, but that was meant to be like a silly movie.
No, that
like
wasn't meant to be. No, it wasn't meant to be no spoof.
I think it was supposed to be a spoof.
No, that was meant to be. That was meant to be
serious. Yeah,
the serious version of the TV show.
Dade South says it's Austin Butler is going to be Crockett.
Who? Gerard Butler? I don't know who Austin Butler is. Austin Reed?
He did the Elvis movie. He was very good in that. He was very good in that, the Elvis movie.
All your tangibles are looking like
what?
Yeah, I think all your tangibles are looking like. You might as well get Chalamet to play Sonny Crockett. He could do it. Chalamet and Michael B. Jordan. That would be big business right there.
How tall is Chalamet?
I don't know. You just got to stick his
I don't know.
head
In Dune, he looked like two sticks running through he's tiny.
I think there might be rivalry there now, though, because I think he was salty that he didn't win the Oscar. So I don't know. Can they work together as a duo?
Yeah, why not?
Because I think he's salty. Like he doesn't want to. It's almost like a.
Yeah, I don't think they're. You think they get salty over not winning?
Oh, come on! What? Actors? The drama people, of course. They're probably some of the snippiest people of all time for not getting roles and leads. Probably back to like middle school when one guy was a tree and one guy got a talking part.
Chalamet or Chalamet?
Chalamet.
Yeah.
Chalamet.
Right.
Timothy.
Say he's 5'10". I just remember him from Dune.
I haven't seen Dune. None of them. But I know they're doing another one. I haven't seen any of the Dunes.
They did part 1 and part 2. Yeah, they're not bad.
Take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Leroy, can we get a weather update here today? We got a new weather sponsor we're excited to have here on the program. So, Leroy, head on over to the Windowplex, and it is brought to us by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. What do you got for us, Leroy?
Not a cloud in the sky. It's beautiful Florida weather. Light winds, maybe 5 to 10 miles an hour. I can't tell you which way they're blowing because I can't see nothing moving in the sky because it's that damn clear. And I would say it's about 75, 80 degrees.
All right. How was the golf weather this weekend? Was it nice? Pristine?
Got a little wet on Friday. Had a couple of showers go through, and Saturday was beautiful. You hope you get golf weather like that. That it was really nice.
Miami Dolphins, they introduced some of their new players to the media as they are, starting to round out some of the roster, get some things going. They introduced Tutu Atwell, who played a little time with the Rams, of course, from down here, Miami Northwestern, and he was a little surprised by the Jaylen Waddle trade. Here's what he had to say.
Waddle's that's my guy. I was kind of shocked when the trade happened. But I guess we got a lot of good receivers that's in the room, and I feel like everybody's gonna do their job to help the team, and that's what I'm looking more forward to.
Convincing.
It's really, to be honest with you, we didn't have cell phones. I got a call at my house at 8:00 on a Saturday morning in the off season, asking me what I thought about the Eric Metcalf trade. I was like, what?
Wow.
8:00.
He didn't even call you?
I didn't know it. I think he found out maybe Friday evening.
Wow.
Right? So it's a weird dynamic in that you could be boys with somebody and hang out with them and break bread with them and do all these things together. But when that comes, it's all of a sudden, right? Out of the blue. Sometimes you don't have any idea.
It was I think people got to the point when what made it surprising to people was the Willis signing. I think once that happened, everybody's like, "Oh, you're not going to leave him empty-handed. Like he's not going to have nothing." But I think outside of that, it's not that surprising. Like they snooped around trading him last year. And that wasn't even this front office.
Different scenario though, and I would say this: if I have some fresh eyes on this team, right? My first question would be, when I watch film after Tyreek is gone, okay, how much of an impact did Waddle make in Tyreek's absence? Could he take over that role? And I think that's a question they had to answer. The other question is, what could we get for him?
Right.
Right. So the two things have to work out, that you're not just going to give him away, but at the same time, you saw his impact when Tyreek was out. He's not going to be your number one.
Well, yeah, and even if he had, let's say Waddle had a good year this year, like a strong year this year, even him getting to 29, 30 all of a sudden, and then he wants to get a renegotiation going in a regime that's trying to keep the cap clean. I think they just want as many clean things as they can get to, just because they inherited such a mess.
Right. I think the other thing you need, and this is the conversations that Halfley and Sully got to have, right? You got to have those conversations of who in the locker room is going to be able to relay Halfley's message. You got to have those guys in the locker room. And we talked about it before. We talked about when they had Armstead and on defense, the D lineman. Sorry, slipped my mind. Calais Campbell. When they had those two guys, it almost seemed like all of the stuff that you experienced last year, as far as all the things that were said or whatever, you didn't have that as much, because you had a guy that you could talk to them and the message would get relayed to the team. You got to have guys in the locker room like that. You can't have all young guys. You got to have a couple of guys who are leaders so that you can keep everybody on task when you're on the field. See, when the coach, and I've had a lot of players tell me this, look, the coaches are with you from Monday through Saturday. On Sunday, it's us. So you need to know what you're doing for your brothers. If there's a problem, we need to take care of it on the field.
Yeah.
And you got to have that trust. So usually a veteran, will always have the ear of everybody. If you have a whole bunch of young guys, the first thing they'll say is, how you get to tell, you know what I mean? It becomes a problem.
It'll be interesting to see like what do they weigh with that with the defensive guys, right? Because like there's like some people snooping around Zach Sealer, and then there's a little bit of buzz around Jordan Brooks as well. Like the Cowboys are interested in him, and obviously he wants a new contract. So
I
just
really
led the league in tackles. Like I don't know what the balance is there of like, hey, you want him back? I know the coach was complimentary about him. People always read into those comments, but. What is like, where does it go from that with a guy he's that good and cohesive at just getting tackles, and he makes a lot of impact plays too. I feel like Jordan Brooks not one of these guys who's just a collector. I feel like you notice him on game day.
I would say he is a guy who can set the tone for that defense, and you have to acknowledge that, right? You have to acknowledge there's certain guys on defense where not only with how they handle themselves, but how they work on the field, that everybody's going to kind of rally behind him. And Jordan Brooks is one of those guys. Zach Sealer, he's got a different message, but I think a lot of people look to him simply because he's been in it. He's come from a lot of places that other players are coming from too. And he's a hard worker and a guy who can – bring that message of how we're going to do things on defense. So they have a couple of guys who could do it. It's whether they decide to keep them or not and start that process over. Like when you look at successful teams, they always seem to have one or two guys on both sides of the ball that regardless of how things going, the message is going to be relayed from the coaching staff.
Josh Uche was also introduced, and he is from South Florida. And he said that he grew up a monster Cam Wake fan.
Well, I used to watch Cam Wake. I swear, you guys, my Pop Warner coach. And even at Columbus, I was in this crazy 4-point stance like most of my career. And it was because I started off watching Cam Wake get after the quarterback. And so like every Sunday after church, me and my dad would watch the Dolphins. And like I would see what he would do, and I'd try to go to practice and do the same exact thing. And, like whenever I talk to, kids at, at my football camps or whatever, I tell them, find the player you like, go to practice and try to do what you just saw them do. And for me, it was Cam Wake, you know what I mean? That crazy 4-point stance and where he'll just get off the ball,
There you go. He has one double-digit sack season in his third year with New England. He had 11.5 sacks. But everybody says like the metrics on him, he gets around the quarterback, he gets all those win rate stuff, and he just can't get the quarterback down. Kind of been used to that. But, obviously this is going to be a place you're going to get, at least the way it looks right now. Maybe they draft Ruben Bain. Maybe they draft Mesidor. Who knows? But he right now that room's pretty empty. It's like him and Chop Robinson. That's the room right now.
Right.
So
and I don't know, is Chop veteran enough? Right.
Oh, yeah. He's super young. Was his third year coming in? Yeah,
right.
He's a baby still.
If he wasn't, if he was, you'd already know. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. We'll take a break. When we come back, Leroy will hand out his game balls and game bombs from the weekend. Back after this. All right. Welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy. It's time to get to Leroy's Game Balls in Game Bums. What do you got for us, Leroy?
So my game ball is going to go to the University of Miami basketball team. When you exceed expectations the way they did, and we didn't have any, all we had was last year, which wasn't very good. Kudos to Lucas and those players who really they ended up winning 29 games, 29 games. And it was fun to watch, and they had a run. They had a little baby run in the tournament. Would have loved to see them get to the second weekend, but kudos to them. And
not exactly an easy draw either. It's not like you got to go win a road game and go beat Purdue, who's a really strong team. Like
they won the Big Ten championship.
Yeah, good luck. It's not.
Right.
It wasn't like they lost to one of these unknowns like Long Island University or something like that.
Nope. And so kudos to them. It was a fun watch this year. I watched probably 7-8 games, which I would say for college basketball, that's pretty good, right? So kudos to them.
How much action did you watch this weekend, Vlad? You watch a lot of college hoops?
I watched so much basketball. It's ridiculous. Basketball is great. I love it. Great NBA, great NCAA action. It was beautiful. Last minute
in my veins.
Oh man, it was just great.
My game bum goes to old ass football players playing flag football. Let it go. Let it go.
Oh man, that was
wow.
Let it go.
Ass.
Like, look, you know what? When I was younger, I see Fonz playing football with the guys, and I was like, you know what? I might be able to muster up a little hour of some non-contact football. And I do the first stretch, and I'm like, who are you kidding, dude? Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go. Go pick up golf. Go do something else.
Jalen Hurts throwing interceptions to regular people.
Right. Like, here's the other thing. This is what would bother me more than anything, right? It's okay to get beat by your equal, right? It's okay. Like, that guy's a world-class athlete, too. He in the top 0.1% of your sport, too, right? But when Joes that been working out their whole life and never been hit, get in that environment, they want to put you on their belt. I'm not for that. No.
What was this? Like, this was like this was a Tom Brady thing. This is what he was beefing with Logan Paul about. Like, what was this for? I don't know anything. I just didn't care to.
A Brady and Michael Rubin fanatics thing.
So it's like a fantasy camp, Vlad? Like, what was it?
I don't know if they're trying to make it a fantasy camp. I think they're trying to promote flag football because that's going to be a summer Olympic.
Summer Olympic, right.
And there's already been a lot of talk about should they have ex-players or current players play in those 2 weeks in LA. And there's a lot of people who take this flag football very seriously, regular Joe Schmoes, and they think that they don't believe that the NFL players should be involved. So this was a little test. And you saw some great old talent like Odell, you saw Gronk, all those guys.
That's what I'm saying.
You saw current talent like Saquon, Justin Jefferson, and Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts threw a pick six.
You buy that the thing's gonna be big. Like, I don't know.
If it gets promoted, yeah.
But here's the problem. All the other sports that they've done this with are world sports. This is a U.S. sport. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get
so I don't understand how you gonna get all these teams from other countries that gonna be any good anyway.
Well, here's what I would say.
Unless you get some NFL players and it happens like hockey, where he's playing for Africa, or he's playing for Canada, or he's playing for if something like that happens. But I just don't see the world interest.
The other thing is, even from American interest, like I get that people like playing flag football. You know, this was kind of happening with pickleball, right? Like people were like, "Oh, pickleball is the fastest growing sport." And it's like I understand why people like pickleball or padel, and I understand why people would love doing that. I don't necessarily know if I want to watch people do it. There's a difference. I feel like there are things that are fun activities that can sweep the nation and become fun.
Right.
But do I want to really watch best on best in this? I don't know. I'm a little skeptical and here's why I would say with flag football, one of the biggest complaints I feel like I see from people is that regular football is too much like flag football. They don't like that the violence is being taken out of the game, even with it being more violent than every other sport. People don't like that it's become more of this. So why would I want to watch that version of the sport? I don't know. I don't mean to be like, I'm not being, I understand why people would like are going around there because it feels like there's a buzz around it, around the idea of it. But I don't think people will be into this. I think it's like another UFL. I think it's another XFL. I feel like it's going to flop.
Well, here's the other thing that you're not taking into account, and here's why I think it could work. I don't know if it'll work simply because, like, this is an American sport, right? But I say that after I watched 72 hours of coverage in curling, right?
Oh, what a sport. That's a sport.
So what I would say is that everybody in all the other sports, in basketball and hockey and track, all they talk about is winning a gold for their country, having an Olympic medal. So when you say that to football players, it's like, ooh, I got an opportunity to get one, right? I don't think they're going to take it lightly because a gold medal is a big deal, right? It's something that, like in football, you play long enough, you hope you get a Super Bowl, you hope you get a national championship, you know, but to have an opportunity to win a gold medal, that separates you from everybody else, a gold medal. And so I think that there are guys who will be motivated for it.
Right.
I just think that when you take a sport that is almost, I would say, 80% American, and put it in the Olympics in America, right? How are you going to get the interest from other countries to field the team?
But like even us, if we won, like, would we have pride in winning? Because then it's like, it's
gold
almost
medal,
like
dude, gold medal. We said the same thing about golf.
Yeah, but nobody really cared. Like, remember we had the stupid they did 3-on-3 basketball too in the Olympics, and nobody really cared that we didn't win that. You know?
Because
we
who
care
played?
about.
We had
We had Jimmer Fredette. That's who we had.
Right. That's why. That's why you had 3-on-3 basketball, but you had the team basketball. If they would have took some of those young guys that weren't going to play from the American team and put them in the 3-on-3, then you could say, okay. But Jimmer Fredette?
Maybe Tatum could go on the 3-on-3 team.
I'm just saying, if they found a way, because they could have put old boy from Indiana on that team. He didn't play.
They could have, but I didn't even know we had a 3-on. I didn't even know it was a thing. So I'm
wait. How'd you say you didn't know it was a thing and you just said you knew who was on the team?
No, I didn't. I'm telling you, like when it happened, like as the Olympics are happening, they're like, oh yeah, 3-on-3 basketball. I didn't know it was a thing. I was like, oh, who's our best player? Jimmer Fredette.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess that's because
Vito Ford. I'm with you. I complained every day. Still confused on how curling was on every single day of the Olympics.
And there was that one blonde lady. I saw her. She was on every team.
Oh yeah, because they had mixed couple, they had mixed, then they had 2-man, then they had you know what I realized? Can't do singles curling.
No. I mean, I guess you could. You'd have to go and you'd have to outrun your own stone.
That's a new saying. I'm gonna use that saying next time somebody say, "Hey, buddy, don't outrun your stones."
It's like those memes of people throwing Malik Willis, who he's throwing to, and it's like the guy throwing the ball to himself.
Oh,
trying to go catch it.
yeah. Oh my goodness. Hey, no, that without even trying. He said you have to, hey buddy. That's what I'm gonna start using that line. Hey buddy, don't outrun your stones.
Yeah, don't outrun your own stone, dude. You got to make it happen.
Everybody's gonna be like, what does that mean? I say, well, in curling, they don't have single curling. Like, yeah.
I just think it's, I don't know.
I think because here's the cool thing about it. The reason why it'll probably have a lot of traction is because they're starting it in the US, and you're gonna have what if they use the NFL players, a lot of all-stars and guys that everybody knows. So it might get a pop from that.
No, it will. I agree with. I think like when it first came out, you saw how like fired up Tyreek Hill was to do it, and they were like,
no.
Well, not anymore, obviously.
No,
Not
well,
anymore.
even
Well,
if he was healthy, he got too much other stuff going on. He needed to take care of Tyreek first.
but if you wanted to see, it's like, oh, Tyreek Hill. It's like, yeah, well, I see him do that in real football. Why wouldn't I see him do that in flag? It's like that's the only thing you. So you're taking the at the time the most dynamic thing in the league. And the only thing that you could do is like, if you don't jam them, you're screwed. So I don't know. I don't know if
they had punting, then Australia would be in it.
Oh, dude, I would love just
every
just the
punter is
Olympics.
Australian.
Didgeridoo.
So I mean, what other team besides Canada? You got some kids from DR. You got wide receiver from where's he from? Yeah, I think he's from the DR. Puerto Rico. We got somebody from Puerto Rico. Like, I don't know how they would do it. I don't know how they would do it, but it'd be something similar to that, where you just see all of a sudden, hey, he plays for X. Oh, but he's from this country. Right.
Crazy. What a time. Hey, what am I supposed to do with this? I've been very distracted by the chat. What do I do with one of our listeners, MacMan, coming out of hiding to finally rip Bam again? You've been MIA for 2 weeks, man, since he put up 83. Now all of a sudden, we like to call that. We call that bandwagon, Mac. You didn't show up to take your medicine that day after the 83 points. Now all of a sudden you want to be chirping again. I don't know about that, Leroy.
I don't understand.
That's in bad faith, Vlad.
I don't understand this, Tobin and Leroy. I don't understand this constant bickering about Bam and Tyler between the chat, between the YouTubers and Twitch. It's constant. It's like a war, a civil war in heat culture between Tyler and Bam. And now he's taking shots at Bam when Bam's the only lone soul that actually gives a what.
He played 45 minutes and got a shot. Yes, he also ball watched at the end, but he also did everything else.
I think what's happening on this Heat team is I don't think people realize how much they ask Bam to do. And when other guys aren't playing well, then they just say, all right, Bam can fix it. Right. And you hope that Tyler would be, Tyler would also pitch in.
I thought Tyler, when he came back from injury the second time, I thought he played excellent. I thought, he actually was a weird thing because he really got it going in the third this last game. And then it just went away from him, he had kind of a flash game. But Tyler, before he got hurt again on the quad, which has been his biggest problem, his durability, right. He was playing excellent. I honestly don't think that that's been an issue when he's been able to play. It's been mostly he doesn't get out there and play because he gets hurt all the time.
Right.
Where, out here, Bam Adebayo is like, is supposed like, hey, Bam, what do you think? 48 minutes tonight? I also saw a crazy opinion on Bam, which I got to talk about when I come back because, some of these, what?
I hate when you do that.
What would I do? It's a radio tease, baby.
All right. Go ahead. Now we being a pro today. All right.
Yeah, we're being a pro. I'm trying to be a pro. It's a new week. Okay. It's a new day, new dawn.
I'm gonna go get a snack.
You weren't here though, Mac man. You weren't here. I follow this chat every day. I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, I was here."
No, they were calling him out. They were looking for him. A lot of people.
How can this? Yeah, Mac. How can this many people say you weren't here, You maybe you were stuck at the florist if you were given flowers, but you weren't here. Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you on a Monday. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program as we're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, the channel 104.3 WQAM on YouTube, Miami 104.3 WQAM on Twitch. And I want to let you guys know it's baseball season, baby. It's back. Opening night is live on Netflix this Wednesday, March 25th, as Aaron Judge and the New York Yankees clash with Rafael Devers and the San Francisco Giants. MLB opening night, Yankees, Giants, live on Netflix. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Marlins opening their season on Friday night against the Colorado Rockies. But Sandman on the hill. Sandman is on the hill. You're muted, Leroy. I don't know if you did that to yourself or what.
I didn't do it.
There you go.
Is Stanton playing for the Yankees, or is he still doing super double elbow?
Don't worry, Stanton's all right. Don't worry.
He's good. I think he's good. For now, he's good.
We don't care about him being
Wait.
just worry in the fall. That's all I need him. Healthy in the fall.
Vlad get very
because
very excitable when I mention facts. Dude's always hurt.
Yeah, but that's your only go-to. Like,
because it's true.
But there's other 24 other players on the team. So do you know the rest of the team?
Stanton's usually really good in the playoffs too. Last year he wasn't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Stanton's always good in the playoffs, so we don't really care what happens in the regular season as long as he's healthy in the postseason.
Aaron Judge.
Well, he was good last year too.
He was good in last year's playoffs, but it was like the first one in forever, Vlad. And he stunk in the World Baseball Classic.
Oh, so did everybody else.
Yeah, we just didn't care. It does it. And then, like, did you find the Jeter potch? Did you find that to be a pot shot at Aaron Judge a little bit?
No, I didn't. I was at the game, so I didn't hear what was going on.
Jeter was like, because everybody was saying, and Judge kind of was feeding into this, where he said, like, well, a World Baseball Classic is even bigger than the World Series. And
that's
King Jeter's like, what?
That's preposterous for me.
Nothing's better. Yeah, nothing's bigger than the World Series. Sounds like somebody who didn't play in the World Series, even though plenty of people who did play in the World Series, like Aaron Judge, have had that opinion, because the World Baseball Classic, the atmosphere, you get a little drunk. It's crazy. Everybody there, especially at Lone Depot, they're loving it. And
that's only because he has a team, he has a country that he feels is going to support him. He doesn't have an empire that he has to fulfill a prophecy for.
So prophecy, I don't know. I mean, it's I get it, but he's sitting. It's tough where you have like the old captain feels like he's passing judgment on the new captain.
Yeah, because you need to win a World Series ring before you start saying this ridiculousness that the World Baseball Classic's bigger than the World Series. Get out of here. It's nice, but
that's what you say. That's what you say when you haven't won a World Series.
That's what, exactly. Like, if you won a World Series and he was getting all the love, being he would never say that ridiculousness. Go hit 60 home runs.
I mean, he has done that. He's good at hitting home runs.
Well, I'm just saying, go hit 60 home runs and give us a title.
He's very good at hitting until it gets to October. Then I don't know what happens.
Well, he's good. He's good at hitting and striking out.
The Marlins, they have their rotation set. They'll be going with Sandy Alcantara, Yuri Perez. Look, I'm going to tell you something right now. Max Meyer, Jansen Junk made the rotation, and Chris Paddock. But then Max Meyer is also in the rotation. This is the year for Max Meyer, Leroy. This is the last year I'm believing in him. Okay, Max, you're on notice, dude. This is the year. Your ass. You want to talk about this guy's like pitching stand. This guy gets hurt.
It's 3 years. 3 years dude, now.
He finds new injuries. I'm like, how did he hurt? What do you mean? So they need this Max Meyer to work out, because there's plenty of guys are ready to come up from the minors to take that spot, but this has got to be it for him, dude. If he doesn't get this bleep together this year, I don't know what the hell's going to go on. So hopefully, Max Meyer is able to get it together this year, and hopefully we get a little vintage Sandman. Last year it felt like all that weight on him. Maybe this year it's a little bit more relaxed. Yuri, he's awesome. Like, that kid's going to be, I mean, he's 6'8", he's a monster. And this feels like he's about to rock into his prime right here. I'm very excited to see what he brings to the table. So we got that. And then, I mean, losing Stowers is not great. Like right off the bat, you got to go no Stowers. Though Marcy had a great World Baseball Classic. Conine, we got a bounce back season from Conine after having that terrible shoulder injury last year. All right. You want to talk about legacies? That's a legacy. Your Pops is there. He's replaced Jeter, that carpetbagger who was down here swindling Major League Baseball and erasing all the history down here. Now you got Mr. Marlin by Bruce Sherman's side. You got to impress Papa. All right, there, Griffin. There's no two ways about it. I can't be sitting here and you're not living up to that legacy. I don't feel like you have the enthusiasm for baseball yet, Leroy.
He doesn't. Leroy doesn't. I think Leroy was watching other things and he's trying to listen.
I'm not watching nothing else.
You just
I'm not watching nothing
will
else.
You watch opening night on Netflix?
Yes. I will watch
you watch Friday night.
I'll watch Friday. I will definitely watch Friday. That again, I know it's a me thing, right? I have DirecTV, I have Prime, I have
we're gonna be on MLB.
I have Netflix. I have all that. Everything I could do. I don't like going in and out of apps. I like just changing channels.
Yeah, I was thinking about
have to use the app this year.
I know.
you gotta use the MLB app, which I was like, oh man, I gotta set that up this week. I'm like, all right, we gotta. So I gotta get the MLB app, but do I also need the ESPN app? I was confused by that. I mean,
I automatically have the ESPN Plus because I have the bundle with Apple and all. No, what's not Apple?
Hulu.
Hulu.
And Disney.
No, it's ESPN Plus comes with Disney. There you go. Disney, ESPN Plus, and something else. And so I have it, and it's not a problem to watch it. The problem is I got to go out of one and go into the other, and then I don't want to do all that. I just enjoy watching what I'm watching. What channel are the Marlins on local?
They're not. Like, you have to watch them through the app.
You're gonna have to have the ESPN app.
They're not on. I think they might be. I think if you have, do you have DirecTV or Xfinity? I think they're gonna get a channel, but I'm not sure which one it is yet. I have to ask the great Barry Jackson, maybe the only one who knows.
I tell you what,
he's the only man in town who's breaking this all down. But I just was gonna get the app because I watch everything through apps.
There's been a lot of television that's been bought and sold only to end up in the same spot as your previous owner.
Yep.
Right? How many different names has FanDuel had?
Oh, it's been Bally's. It was Fox,
Bally's,
and now it's FanDuel for now until they shut the lights off on it.
Right. So that channel just gonna be empty. All I'm be able to watch is fishing and infomercials.
Probably. I don't know where the great they used to have the great shows like Inside the Marlins and of course Marlins Clubhouse for the kids, and of course when there was a rain delay, Best Damn Post Show period.
Right.
Or Sports Century, they would do whatever that version was, the local version of that. So anyway, Marlins in action on Friday. That's when we get going with that. The hurricane season came to an end last night. Yesterday morning, actually. They lost to Purdue, and but it's still a very solid season by Jay Lucas and the Canes. Really, really strong. They won on Friday. They got their first tournament win under him. Yesterday, you had St. John's at the buzzer beat Kansas. Rick Pitino. I don't know how this guy keeps doing it.
He doesn't, and that's why I think of all of the professions in the world, right? Boy, you could do something that's nasty work and still get a job is coaching.
Of course, especially in college. You can leave Parmesan.
Especially in college. Who's the coach who had the neck brace?
Oh, you're talking about Bobby Petrino?
Yeah.
Motorcycle? Yeah, the motorcycle, right?
Yeah, but he had some other stuff going on.
Right, but he had his side girl on a motorcycle driving around campus with her.
Right.
Patino left Parmesan sauce in restaurants. It wasn't. It was kind of bad, but you win.
Get another job.
You win. As long as you win, you're in.
Even and like the players love him. Like, because I even saw they did like the tournament thing, and like Bam and Tyler passed through. Like they're like, "Hey, who do you like in the tournament?" They said Arkansas because they love Calipari that much.
Right.
I was like, "What? You're allowed to do that? I thought you got to stay school first, not the coach."
Calipari's gonna get you to the pros, man.
Calipari, they love Calipari.
He's gonna get you to the pros.
But that's crazy, right? So you have those guys, and they were caught up in some stuff, and they got another job. I'm just saying that because I hope my boy Shamar get another chance. He's young, a lot younger than they were.
Didn't he get dismissed? I thought I saw that the charges got
they got
dropped.
dismissed. Yeah, they got dismissed. The story as it came out was him being, and it was actually the other way. He was trying to break off, and she said, "I'm gonna get you," and so she did some dirt.
So she's gone now, though, right? I got she's finally.
They can't fire her?
I thought she was gone. I thought she left.
Oh, they must have gave her something I don't know. You can't she could be gone now when the case was thrown out. But just imagine if charges were brought against him and then they fire her and he actually did something wrong, then she would go back and sue him. Right?
This is a classic damage is done.
Yeah. You can't, there's certain things you can't get back, right? You can't just go back with a my bad. Is this one of them? The way everybody went after him when this all came out?
Yeah.
And this reminds me of, I bring it up all the time, the Duke lacrosse team. Remember how they had all the civil rights people down there, and then like a month later, the girl goes, "Damn!" After they got kicked off the team, the lacrosse team got canceled. She said, "I lied."
Well, something had to have he did something that the coaching staff wanted to get at too, right? Like there's something there obviously was something that messed up everything for everybody to go and have it come to light the way that it did.
Well, because she was evidently she was telling stories that may not have been accurate, and then that made the coaches aware. And I just got to tell you, the coaches start circling, right? As soon as they saw blood in the water. So I don't know how to take that either, right? I think that's more shocking if that's true. To me, that soon as
they're all gone now, right? Because they got the Utah guy.
Yeah, as soon as the coaches saw it, they almost took that as their opportunity to get in the good graces and get a job, which is crazy. That's nasty work right there.
Is he gonna get his bread? That's the number one question.
No, because here's the problem. As far as the school is concerned, once you have that relationship, right? That's grounds for You see what I mean?
No,
the other stuff is a moot point. So whatever was going on, once they deem, he had an inappropriate relationship, that's it.
We'll take a break here on the program. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. We'll mix things up later on this hour. Got some updates from Panthers practice. No, nothing. You know, if I have an update from Panthers
got like 3
practice.
people healthy.
Dude.
Who's out?
Everybody. Nico Mikola got hurt this weekend. Our favorite polar bear.
I never seen the big polar bear in so much pain.
Yeah, it's not great. It's
knee on
not,
knee.
It's not
I
great.
thought you just had a bone bruise and knee to knee, but then, like, how do you get him off the floor, off the ice when he's so tall he can't even lean on your shoulders?
Dude, I don't know. You got to bring it. You got to probably stack like Evan Rodriguez on top of Sam Miskevich. I don't know what you do.
It looked real painful. Usually, like, very rarely will you see, no matter even Barkov, right? When he at least slid off the ice, he didn't have to hold his leg up.
Well, according to Jameson Olive from FloridaPanthers.com, Mikola is out 4 to 6 weeks. He does not need surgery, but he is out for a while.
Why didn't you just say for the season?
Well, I mean, it's not, you can't say it's over till it's over.
How many points out there? 15?
Well, that's a good question. What is the standings? They lost to Calgary after their shutout over the stupid Oilers. Standings, Panthers. 14 points out.
All right. Win how many games? 12 left?
It's over, Johnny.
13
games. So let me say this. It's okay to say he's out for the year.
Well, I don't want to.
I know you don't want to. Like, sometimes it sucks, man. Sometimes you gotta. It is what it is.
You want to quote from Paul Maurice? This is what Jameson Olive tweets out. Paul Maurice on the season's adversity. Quote, "We're not at the tail end. We're in the middle of our story."
What is he, Paulie Dangerously? That's what this is what Paul Heyman said about the bloodline.
I tell you what, but while watching this movie, I'm certainly wanting us to get a better idea of what the ending's going to look like. We know
the ending looks like getting Brady Tkachuk next year and signing Bobrovsky to an extension and then running the league.
Yep.
Mackie Sam, this is another one. I didn't even see this. He also tweets out, Mackie Samoskevich suffered a pretty bad laceration against the Oilers, so he's out at least 7 to 10 days. Okay, let me get this, dude. Let me get this straight. So we've had bad lacerations, bone breaks, fractures. Let us not forget that we've had a grill incident where the grill exploded and burned poor Eetu Luostarinen. What the hell was this year? Like, this is great. I mean, like,
it's crazy. Like,
losing Barkov is one thing. Not having Tkachuk all year is another. But lacerations and 3rd-degree burns and, like, holy crap. Like, Paul Maurice had to be thinking, he goes to the medical, he's like, what do you got for me today? He goes, well, Paul, now we have a laceration. He goes, excuse me?
I don't even think he does that. I think he just turns around and just does this.
No, once the grill incident happens, I think you're just like, you know what? It's just not. I think once that happens, when Eetu Luostarinen grill blows up and he hurt, I think it was his feet. He's just like, you know what? This may
Would
be
he just dump some hot coals fell on?
I don't know.
Can I just
say
say
it wasn't
this?
coals, it was gas.
Vlad, I'm gonna say this. As a grilling aficionado, right? As a guy who's cooked on every type of grill, from charcoal to wood to make your own in the park to Traeger to, propane, right? The only time I've even been close is, when you got to put that lighter in the little hole when the little igniter won't do it, and you click that thing like 5 times, and that this next one is going to go.
You got to clear.
Right. You get so now you one arm in, but you trying to hurry up and snatch it out. At that point, just turn off your grill and give it a break.
Sometimes when the igniter gets a little like, if you get an older grill and you gotta be the igniter, you gotta go.
That's what I'm saying. I got the little lighter that I'm putting underneath there.
You do a match throw? Would you do a match throw?
Ooh.
Bless you. Not even in the
match
studio.
throw. Match throw is how you do it when you use charcoals. Because you first, and here's the trick, you put that fluid on there and you let it soak. Right? You let it soak 5-10 minutes. You get it nice and moist. Then you throw the fire on there. But if you're in the hood, somebody always rolling up a piece of newspaper and throwing that in there and almost blowing themselves up.
Forgot about this. AJ Greer also got suspended for thuggery.
Really?
Yeah, he got suspended.
When they do play hockey.
I know Jennifer's going to get on here and she's going to deny because AJ Greer's she's going to say he's a good boy, but
I know what sucks. I was going back and forth between the hockey game and basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw 5 minutes and 50 seconds on a power play, I'm like, what in the hell just happened? Jennifer,
I know you say he's a good boy, but
he's been caught up in some stuff lately.
He first of all, I think he's a little on edge. It's a contract year for him too. And he had a bad incident this week with Connor Zary on the Flames. So just to recap, Paul Maurice, we have Nico Mikla out probably for the season. Sam Miskevich, laceration out at least 7 to 10 days. Uvis Polinskas has a fracture. He's also, I think, out 4 to 6 weeks. And AJ Greer was suspended for 3 games. Other than that, we're cool, baby. We got Seth Jones back.
You did. You did.
That we have that. And Bob's playing really great. But other than that, there's not many cats left.
We don't need to see Barkey. I don't want to hear about Barkey rehabbing or anything like that. It's over.
What about like a last day, Vlad? Would you do one?
No,
like a little pick of the cat that he made it back?
No.
Not even for, or do you just wait to the opening night and just the fever pitch?
Opening night against Tampa for the 26-27 season.
Ugh, that John Pooper. Anyway, Paul Maurice is also getting to 2,000 games tomorrow. So congrats to Paul.
I mean, you think that's probably the last thing on his mind. I'm wondering at what point does everybody in that building say, I just want the season to be over?
I mean, I would say probably everybody besides like Kachuk, who's like just happy to be back out there playing. But how are you just not done?
And I'm not saying that these guys, don't want to win or whatever, but what they've gone through this year is brutal.
Dude, gas grills exploding and cuts and suspensions and whew. And the thing is, I just so we're clear here, NHL, okay? Consider yourselves lucky, okay? This has been 3 straight years running all the way to the cup, 2 cup wins. Congratulations. It caught up with them a little bit. Right. So whatever you guys do this year, whoever gets the cup, I know it won't be Canada, but whoever wins the cup, enjoy yourself. Hopefully not the Lightning, but enjoy yourselves. But the party's over next year, okay? You're getting a 1-year reprieve because we needed to heal up. All right, no 3-peat. It's okay. We got time to start a new 3-peat next year. But this was crazy this season.
Yeah.
Who's hurting? Who's going to be hurting the most out of this?
Who?
The ER. Elbow room.
Oh,
well, been used to 3 summers of
that's true.
Of fun.
Yeah,
they're not even going to see an April appearance.
They're just gonna have all the fins there resting up. Just sad.
Exactly. Just sad. Just nobody's going in. No cup.
They're probably giving Kachuk a call.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. I know the season didn't go. We still have your table.
Kachuk's just gonna have a scraggly beard, like watching the playoffs with a tall boy. He's just like, could have been us.
And his gold medal.
He's like, there's an asterisk. It's not a real cup this year. We'll be back. Consider yourselves lucky. You think this is a real playoffs? Not a real playoffs. I mean, they did. I mean, listen, Matthew Tkachuk still got to come in there and win a gold medal. You're right. Like, it's still an awesome year for him. But
I mean, who's had a better 3 years
nobody
down here? I don't think anybody's had a better 3 years down here than Matthew Tkachuk.
No, the guy's just been like just racking up wins left and right. Oh, but it's been brutal. It's been brutal. I'm sure they're all just ready for a nap. You know.
Yeah.
Look, Bill Zito, I don't ask for much. You know, you get whatever pick you get this year in the lottery, cool. If we're able to get that top 10 protected, cool. I don't ask for much. Just you know who I want back next year. Okay.
Yeah.
Just don't hurt me. What are we gonna do? Stuart Skinner? God, no, please. We're gonna do that. No, you don't want the shoe on the other foot. Just do right by Bob. And AJ Greer is a good boy. You know, hopefully this doesn't impede his maturity. Jennifer's very upset that he got suspended. She wants to go fight Gary Bettman. He's got to be more careful, Jennifer. Has to be. That's how it is. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll do a little mixed baggy bag. We're back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Oh, hello, Jennifer. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Are you able to recover from AJ Greer being thrown in hockey jail for 3 games?
No, I'm starting a petition.
But that means it's too late. Like he's already that's not how hockey works. Like I think it's just
It can be justified.
I don't know. It was pretty bad. I mean, he is a good boy, but he's also a little on edge. You would agree?
I mean, who isn't on edge these days?
It's a tough season. It's been a tough season.
It is a tough season.
It has been a tough season. All right, mixed bag time. You guys familiar with Dan Orlovsky?
Oh, yeah. Step out of bounds.
Dan, like him.
He was on Get Up this morning, and he says that Fernando Mendoza is not QB1 in this draft.
Fernando Mendoza is going to be the first quarterback taken in this draft. Certainly that is at least the conventional wisdom, and Ty Simpson could fall anywhere in the first round. You have looked at the tapes. What are you seeing?
I think Ty Simpson is QB1. I think Ty Simpson is the best quarterback in this class. I think when you look at the body of work and what was asked of these two quarterbacks, you have to start with the question, who needed to do more to carry their football team to play well? Ty Simpson, and it's not close between those two quarterbacks. Who took more games over throughout the course of the season? Ty Simpson. It's not even close. And if we're asking, okay, we're trying to see what you are as a player in college and what you're going to be asked to do in the NFL and what translates. I start with, what do you do in moments of panic with the football? Because that's really what separates good to great. I would tell you that Ty Simpson is more consistent in that regard. There's not a ton of moments of panic out of Fernando Mendoza. And then there's moments when he immediately drops his eyes and becomes a runner. Ty Simpson more consistent in that. What guy was asked to do more NFL throws? When I say NFL throws, I'm talking 15, 20, 25-yard in routes, crossing routes, deep corner or sail routes. Ty Simpson, and it's not even close in that regard. I would much rather have Ty, and I like Fernando Mendoza. This is not to slight Mendoza. I would rather have Ty Simpson at the 15 to 20 range than
Fernando
Mendoza at 1.
No.
All right. Well, you're kind of being a caveat cowboy there. I mean,
yes, he is.
Show some balls. Do you think you would take him because it's going to be number 1 overall, Dan Orlovsky? So are you taking Ty Simpson at 1 or are you taking Fernando Mendoza at 1? That's the decision. What's that mean?
Here's the problem. What I'm trying to think of is who's the last quarterback that was drafted that high with that few starts that ended up doing well, right? There's some of these kids that Ty Simpson's only got 15 starts.
Right. He had 2 seasons, didn't he?
He had 2 seasons at LSU.
No, he had 1.
No, he had 2.
No, he was there 2 years. He had.
Because the first year, what you're thinking of, Vlad, he didn't have a very
good year,
scintillating first year, but then the second year was all world. I'm pretty sure the Canes played him his first game as the starter, his first year after he left Ohio State. So, but the thing that drives me nuts about that is you sit here and you have a take, right? And you're like, "Ooh, I think he's this," and then it's like, but I'd only take him at 20. What? Then he's QB2.
Oh, so you calling somebody else caveat cowboy?
Well, I don't caveat anything. I stand on my takes.
What?
Stand on my takes, dude.
So the term facts have changed came from where?
Sometimes the facts do change, but there's no facts changing. There's no facts that changed here.
I think the thing that scares everybody off of Ty Simpson is he's only had 15 starts. And in recent history, anybody who has only played 1 year usually needs more time to develop, and you don't have to draft them that high. That's just, I don't know why he wouldn't mention that, right? He should know.
Well,
he's around it more than any of us.
Everybody's favorite, Mike Tannenbaum, has weighed in, and he said the gap between Fernando Mendoza and Ty Simpson is much smaller than the gap between the number 2 and number 3 QB, which is a significant difference. He says, in talking to clubs, this opinion from Dan Orlovsky is shared by other teams as well.
Okay.
All right, well, is one of those teams the Raiders?
Right, because that's all that matters. I would say this. They're falling for it again. They're falling for it. Vlad, once or twice a year, they fall for that player where they just prop him up. And then when he gets to the league, all the things that happened to his career could have been foreseen simply because of his lack of playing time. And the fact that you're saying he only has 15 starts, he may end up better, but he needs some more development, says he ain't a first rounder. But you making him a first rounder. And that's how teams get in trouble. Cam and somebody said Cam Newton. Cam Newton had 14
Cam
starts.
from JUCO, but he started in JUCO and other places.
But he played college football in some capacity. But I will also say this. If you look at Cam Newton's career, once the athleticism went away and all he had was quarterback, that's what failed him.
Yeah, plus didn't he have he was the only Gator that they held to a standard because he was the only one kick off the team.
Yeah.
So-
What like half of the team had felony convictions?
Yeah. Wouldn't be talked about by Netflix, but yeah.
Right.
By the way, somebody at the Heat game the other day, what game was it? It was the Luka game. That was the last game I was at. I looked down.
At the Luka game?
It was. I mean, it was the Luka game. He scored 60. Most
Yeah.
points ever given up by a Heat opponent. I looked down. Brady Hawk looks at me. Hey, look at that guy. Look down. Somebody's wearing an Aaron Hernandez Patriots jersey. I'm like, really? You're just trying to be you're being a show pony in that one, yeah?
Somewhat.
I mean,
Somewhat.
you
A
are.
lot of-
But I
a lot
mean,
of
what
Aaron-
if he was your favorite player?
I think you gotta retire it. I think you gotta retire. You wearing a Patriots Aaron Hernandez jersey to a Heat game?
I mean, you're not wearing Aaron Hernandez jumpsuit. You know what I mean? You're gonna wear a jersey. The only thing you can wear is a jersey. You can't wear a jumpsuit.
Simone Fontecchio played really well in the Heat's
Yep.
win against the
Couple
Houston.
of big threes.
Big threes, had the go-ahead bucket. It was a goaltend. Tyler Hero had a nice assist to find him and an awesome steal by Davion Mitchell. Then they decided to kick me right in the nuts. But before that, Simone Fontecchio had the game winner for a second. This is what he had to say about how the Heat bounced.
Got to reset, rest as much as you can, and rest your mind too, and be ready for the next one. It ain't easy, but we know what we got to do. You know, we set our goal, and we're just trying to do it. So it's just about to collect all the energy we have and be ready to another effort on Monday collectively.
Simone Fontecchio is not met a shot. He is scared to shoot. That dude lets him. He lets him fly. And sometimes red hot, other times not. But he's been fun this year. I got no qualms with Simone Fontecchio. I would Spo, maybe you play Kalel a little bit tonight. They got a very tall person playing. Very tall, very tall. Some would say it was a Kalel breaking out party.
No, you said that.
Some
There
people
is-
said
it wasn't some. It was
some
you.
people thought that, Blast.
That person was you.
Speaking of, it was his breaking out party, by the way. He started the rest of the year last year.
And you know what? You know who remembered you saying that?
Hmm?
One Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah. He's very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good.
Have you seen this kid? This was adorable. The Heat puts this that's TikTok up. Have you heard of Bam Kid?
Yes. Yes, I have.
There's a kid who's just I love this kid, and he needs to be sitting courtside. He honestly needs to be sitting at a Heat game bench, right next to the bench. He is making all of the Kobe fans mental because he is just simply stating facts, which is the 83-point game now stands as number 2. And Bam Adebayo got to react to this, seeing the kid. And you can see in the side-by-side for our radions, Bam's just watching this kid just antagonize the person on camera, and he loves it. He is soaking in every minute of this kid just giving Bam his flowers.
All right, so I'm with the Bam kid today. I know you've been causing a lot of uproar with your statement this past week. Is there something you wanted to say? You want to apologize?
Apologize about nothing, bro.
What?
Them is the best player outside. Like 83, that's way better than Kobe 61. It's going down in history. Will, Bam, and Kobe.
Oh my God.
And he goes, hits a little 3-point
Damn.
to add to it.
Better jump
But,
in the phase.
Listen, we could use him.
I mean,
Oh,
that's how
get
your
that
jumper got to look when you're
Put him on
4
the court.
foot 3. He ain't grown up yet.
Leroy, duh, we know that he's a kid. Why you?
All right.
Oh man, Leroy,
I like
just have fun.
I like the guy who's like, "Don't do it." He goes, "Wilt, don't do it." Bam, and Kobe. And I liked it. Like, hey, look, sorry,
He's right, though.
that's the list now.
Say, I
And-
apologize to absolutely no one.
No one. That's what Spo said. We're not apologizing. Bam Kid's not apologizing. And the Heat need to get that kid courtside.
After that, Milwaukee
I agree.
the last win was Milwaukee. That was the last win.
Yeah. The Valet twins have messed it up. Oh yeah, Leroy, we have a new nickname.
Oh man,
Just in case you needed a visual, here it is.
who did that? Was that you, JFig?
No, that was
Dade
not
South.
me.
Oh, Dade South.
Because Vlad, they refer to some bad defenders. They refer to them as parking cones.
Yes.
We don't even have parking cones. We'll take your car right here, mister. They're right here.
We take you right into the lane.
We'll take the keys.
Take the keys and drive you to the layup.
Oh, I miss wins so much. They were so much fun. Tutu Atwell, he is one of the Dolphins' new receivers. This is what he had to say on getting to play with
Got a
Malik
great
Willis.
quarterback, Malik. Like you say, this is pretty much similar to Sean McVay offense. Sean's a genius, and I feel like we'll do some type of things that we was doing in LA. You know, I don't know yet. I haven't seen the playbook. I don't know how much similar it is, but I have a great feeling about it. Like I said, you got a great quarterback that can run and throw it. So I'm just excited to be here.
Well, listen, he had a very good quarterback in LA. He wasn't very mobile because he's old, but very good. Different style with Malik Willis. I hope he's a third of the quarterback that Stafford's been lately. Well, really his whole career, but I mean, like he's had a great run with LA.
I mean, are we looking at something maybe along the lines of Jordan Love?
Yeah.
I mean, because remember, they brought him in hopes that he would be very similar to him. So when Jordan Love got hurt, he could come in and fill, help out. And
Malik Willis, it definitely has added intrigue to the season because if they were going to go, like, no disrespect to Quinn Ewers, maybe he'll be the next Kurt Warner. I don't know, but
Kurt Warner.
I don't know, like the guy, the low pick comes out, makes on that, but probably not. Probably not. So I'm excited. I think that the idea that they brought in Malik Willis, it's at least added intrigue to every game this season.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they could go out and they could poop the bed in a month and be like, oh, well, this team has no talent.
So can I ask you a question? Have your expectations changed versus
no, because I don't
they were
think
going to rebuild, and just because they got a quarterback, does that mean that, does that really mean that now you can change expectations?
Well, my expectations aren't very high right now because I still don't think I see a team that has a lot of talent. Like even if Malik Willis is really good, like I feel like he's going to be lifting a lot here, right? Like,
correct.
Look at these guys.
Right.
His number one target is Greg Dulcich.
But I'm just saying. But like everybody's saying, oh, we got a quarterback. Does that change your expectations? Because
no, it just
they don't
adds
really
interest.
change mine. You got a lot of holes to fill. And anything that you get this year is going to be kind of a pleasant surprise because you don't know how these guys, you don't know who they're going to draft. You don't know how it's going to all come together. And if it happens to come together, you still should be a little cautious because you want this to be a long-term fix.
Yeah, but I think there's a difference between expectations and intrigue. Like I think what they've added is intrigue to the season. I don't think anybody really thinks the Dolphins are going to go win the division or even make a wild card. I think we'd all be pretty surprised by that, right?
Yes. We'd all be surprised, but I wouldn't be surprised if they made it to the playoffs. These kind of things happen. Like new coach turnover, things just happen. Like, listen.
But you don't. But that's just blind faith. Like when you say that, you're saying that on blind faith of just football stuff happens. Like we don't really. But from here, we don't really expect that to happen this year. Like they look like a team that's they're in a. They're just starting. This is the starting point. The idea that the Dolphins would go on that is blind faith, or Josh Allen would need to get caught in a bear trap like that. Like something crazy needs to happen for that to happen.
Right. And like, for example, I think that if you look at how football is gone, if you look at New England with the schedule they have coming up and playing a more tougher schedule than they had the easiest schedule in the NFL last year. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't make the playoffs, because that's football.
I stayed South saying I have the same fandom as Bam Kid. Well, you know what? I take that as an honor. I'm glad that I have the same fandom as Bam Kid. All he's doing is just math. That's a smart individual who's just like, you know, in my day, in all of my 10 years of life, however old that kid is, 83 has always been better than 81.
Yeah, that guy's good at math.
He's good. Yeah, he's good.
Good at math.
No, I get you. Like, yes, football can definitely can happen, and maybe the Dolphins nail this draft, and there's guys that you're like, holy crap, this is amazing.
Now, the one thing that they don't have that New England had is a boatload of money. So
yeah,
it's not necessarily that I don't think that they can't do it. But I think that if it does happen, if they have any kind of success, it's going to be unforeseen success. It's going to be success that everything kind of comes together at the right time. So all your young talent, all your draft picks, everything, quarterback, everything seems to work out. And it happens periodically. It does happen. But they're not going to be able to do like New England did and went out and spend big money.
One more from the for the mixed bag. Josh Uche, he also spoke and said that he is excited to go out there and perform in Jeff Hafley's defense, and feels like he does the hard part, even though his sack numbers aren't there.
Sack-wise, you know, the numbers haven't been the same, but pressure-wise, win percentage, rates, all these different, you know, specific analytics are still at that high rate, which shows I'm getting to the quarterback efficiently. You know, I think I just need to close off those home runs, you know, by getting there and, getting there a step quicker. But I think, yes, statistically, the sacks haven't been the same, but the pressure win rates are there, and, bro, I'm right there. And I think, again, more opportunities equals a higher, conversion rate for me. I mean, if you look at the snaps that I did that in, it was crazy. I was playing maybe 15. It was a crazy number. I don't know how sustainable it was, but it was a crazy number for that year. But I just know more reps equals more production for me. So,
listen, I hope he has a great year, but bro, I'm right there is not a stat.
Almost getting a sack is not a stat.
Hey, no, they call that pressure.
Yeah, but we would kill Jalen Phillips. He did all the time.
Yeah.
Jalen Phillips was near the quarterback, and we would be so annoyed because he's like, how does he not get him?
All you see is an arm. We know who it is. Jalen Phillips going by.
And here comes Josh Uche, who, of course, leads the league. And, bro, I'm right there. We'll take a break. Final hour coming on up. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Final hour of the show. Hockman, Crowder, and Solana coming up after us. They'll end a little early, a wee early today, as you got Heat basketball tonight. Get to your headlines here, which are, of course, brought to us by our friends at Doral Kia. You always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com as the Miami Heat are taking on the San Antonio Spurs tonight, second in the West. They've had an incredible season. They have guards galore. They have, of course, an absolute freakazoid alien. And, of course, they have the very unhorny Luke Kornet.
Clearly, he didn't go outside.
No. I picture Luke Kornet I picture him reading novel by candlelight. You know? Where's Luke? Lost in one of his books. He does. He looks a bit like Moby Dick, you know? Like, he looks like he could be an old seaman, an old captain.
Hey, yo.
Hey.
Well, listen, it's got to go somewhere because it's clearly not going to the strip club for him.
Hey, yo.
What a way to start this hour.
How old is Luke going on here? How old is Luke Kornet?
I don't know. He looks like he's from.
Because he would be an old seaman.
Luke Kornet is 30. He's the oldest looking 30-year-old you've seen in your life.
Yeah.
He does. He looks like he churns butter like he's Amish.
His name is Jedediah.
It would be great if the Heat pulled the okie doke tonight and they're just like, guess what? Surprise Tootsie's night at the arena.
Woo! I would
they're
love
just like,
it.
what? They didn't announce it. They just wanted to sneak it in. So
I love
nobody
the way
could
everybody has they want free speech or whatever, but they will not hesitate to tell other people what they should do with their life.
You guys are doing what kind of day?
Yeah. If you don't agree with somebody, it still mean they have that choice.
But it's just like the idea that this guy is like backup center or it like Luke Kornet. That's who has a problem with this. Yeah, doesn't like it. All right, very strange. Anyway, the Heat get going tonight, 7:00. Early start again. 7:00 is your tip off tonight. So if you have tickets, it's a national TV game, so they bumped it up a little bit, moved it back a little bit. So.
In other words, if you come in like you normally come in,
you're gonna miss
the first half.
Yeah, you're gonna miss some basketball. So don't do that. And then we get, of course, we get the John Tesh tonight. So that's going. Max says I will not be boots on the ground tonight, Mac. I'm sorry. I will not be there to hear your apology. But if you're there next Monday, I will be at the Sixers game. Sorry, buddy. I'll not be there. We got jiu-jitsu tonight. We got a whole thing we got to do before this game. So we got to take the kids around. It was not in the cards tonight, but I will be there next Monday and next Wednesday as well because the Celtics, that also got moved to national television.
Oh, really? ESPN?
ESPN.
Because Tatum's back.
Tatum is back. Not hitting a lot of baskets.
Nah, he looks. I don't know about that.
I like it. And Jaylen is trying to get him involved.
No,
Right.
Jaylen's doing his thing. Jaylen's doing whatever, he's doing his Jaylen things. But I saw them play against Minnesota without Ant-Man last night. And it's still going to take a lot for Jason Tatum to be back to himself. You can still see that he's still kind of favoring, or he's kind of like
He did have a fast break and a layup, and I was like cringing the whole time when he jumped.
even his movement, you could tell like he's still kind of
He's not comfortable with it yet.
Right, he's not confident.
Right, he's not confident. I won't say comfortable. He's not confident. Like he don't want to. It takes a while sometimes for you to feel 100%. You know, like I can do whatever I want, and you know when that normally happens, when you get tired.
He is
and
played
forget about it.
Super short. Okay, a super small sample, but he has played 8 games and he is shooting 38% from the field.
Yeah,
he's and taking about 17 shots, which is less than he normally takes. But
can I just say this? Is there like a percentage or a number of made threes before you can do 3 goggles or your 3 thing. Because with Tatum shooting 38%, and he made a 3 and he did his little 3 thing. I'm like, really, dude?
People have they've bastardized celebrations. Like they get to them right away.
Right away. Like, you don't even have to be winning.
You got to at least hit a couple in a row, you know?
Correct.
A couple. Be in the mode. I'll tell you, he was doing plenty of them. They deserved it. Was those damn Rockets in the fourth quarter on Saturday. Jeez Louise. He couldn't miss.
Aaron Holiday, right?
Oh, my God. I mean, he got his revenge on Bell.
By the way, is that just a basketball family? How many Holiday's sons are going to come out and just be good NBA players?
I think there's 3 of them, right? There's Aaron, there's Drew, and who's the other one?
Justin.
Julian? Justin.
Is it Justin?
Yeah.
Justin. They're like the Blades family of football.
But there's always the best one. Like there's always the guy like who like what is the most even brothers have been? Because like Marcus way better than Markeith. But Markeith is solid, but Marcus is always known as the better. This is going to happen with the Boozers, right? The Lopez brothers, you'd have, I mean, Brooke is the better player, and Robin is just pure intangibles.
Brooke is still playing. Is Robin still playing?
Nah, Robin's
Robin's not playing.
I don't know if he is.
He should have developed that 3 with Big Bro.
No one's carrying the Antetokounmpo family more than Giannis. I mean, the other guys, they're just like, they get to hang around just because they're related to him.
Clay and his brother Trace. Trace has played for the Dodgers, and he was at the World Baseball Classic.
Oh, so dual sport. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, Seth's had a nice career, the Currys, but I mean, your brother is one of the greatest of all time.
What about the Chucks? I mean, Brady. He's the king of Ottawa. Well, he was.
The Kachucks. The Kachucks. I mean, like they're both killing it.
Yes, Cody.
So are the Hugheses.
The Gasol family.
Yeah, both Gasols are really. That's probably the one, Vlad. I think for both brothers, both champions.
Well,
I mean, we can't sleep on Eli. Like, Eli might have not been paid.
The Mannings.
But
the Mannings, Eli, they both got 2 Super Bowls.
He got 2 Super Bowls. Eli's got 2 Super Bowl MVPs, while Peyton's only got 1. And
if we expand it to other sports, I think football's got some good ones. But basketball usually one gets the superpowers.
You know what's scary? When Big Baller Brand first came out, he was saying the youngest one is the best one.
Dude,
y'all don't even know.
That kid is good. He is. I mean, like he would drive. I could imagine him driving coaches nuts because like he'll do things that are just like.
Oh yeah. Has he ever actually taken a jump shot? He doesn't really jump.
A little skip.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
JFig was right.
The
Kelce brothers, man.
Yes, the Kelce brothers, both Hall of Famers.
Yep, both Hall of Famers.
That's even as where
I would say in both states you could go to the Sharps.
Are both Gasol? Is Mark getting into the Hall of Fame? Is Mark Gasol getting into the Basketball Hall of Fame?
Yeah, but that's because of everything he's done for the home country, Spain.
For Spain. Well, he's a champion. And what are his accolades? I mean, he's made the All-Star team.
I mean, you got Shannon and Sterling Sharp. They both Hall of Famers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Marc Gasol's got a championship, 3 All-NBAs.
The Defensive Player of the Year.
He's for sure getting the Hall of Fame.
And he's
in basketball, they might be the most even.
I mean, what about
come on,
the Jones? That's just a great athletic family.
Yeah, the Jones family.
You got 2 brothers play football. You got John Jones in MMA.
Yeah. That's just a good family.
That's just they got them good genes.
And then you got Amen and Asur right now.
But we only know Amen.
And the St. Browns. Amon St. Brown, his brother plays. I think his brother plays for Chicago.
Did not know that.
Patrick Paul has a brother who plays. Patrick Paul's brother plays, I think, for Washington.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, football it seems more common than basketball for both to be like really excellent. Not that anybody makes.
You got the twin, the what's the brothers? Tampa and Barbers.
Oh, Barbers.
The Barbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the McCourties.
But if I go look, these are best. Here's best duos. best brother duos. The top one they put is the Gasols, then the Currys, but like then you have
gonna go
Giannis.
Currys or
That's
just
what
in
the-
basketball?
This is just this is just basketball. I'm
Okay,
doing just
okay,
basketball.
okay.
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. Like in basketball, there's usually a great one and an intangibles one. Football, we've now established you can both be excellent. Like you could be legendary good.
Pouncey brothers.
But you got Brooke and Robin,
Yeah.
LaMelo and Lonzo.
That sounds like they should be brothers, right? Brooke and Robin. They should have a podcast or something.
Drew, Aaron, and Justin. Marcus and Markeith. Amen and Asur. The Wagners.
The Wagners.
Yeah, but the hurt one is the healthy one is not the good one.
The healthy one now. He actually was coming off of an injury too. What would Robbie call that? Bad genes. The
I don't know.
Wagners.
They got Michigan to the Final Four.
Yeah. So, how did we even get on this?
I don't know.
Oh, we were talking about you were talking about the Heat trying to get back from their loss to the Rockets, and then we talked about Aaron Holiday, and then I just mentioned the
There you go.
Holidays, like the Blades family. That's all.
Great.
It was all about the Heat.
If your
Great
last name
recall.
Holiday, you can play basketball and you're not
You
tall.
better be able to play basketball.
Yeah,
If
and you're
you're
not
6'3",
tall.
I'll tell you
you're
who's not.
6'3" and slender.
I'll tell you who's not welcome to the holidays next gathering. Pella Larson, because he absolutely yammed it on him.
So I have a question. Which dunk was worse for Aaron Holiday? Was it Pella, or was it when Bam just dunked on him and didn't even
Pella,
feel
you know why, Vlad. You know why. Hey, they don't even. Hey,
I know. I forgot.
Even Tobin shook his head like.
Plus, Bam's a giant. Like, there's no.
But it was so funny how he tried to grab Bam and Bam just went up, dunked it on him, and looked at him.
Well,
like
that was like the what the hell was it? That was who was the guy that Tyler did that to? Oh, he did it to Wendell Carter a couple games back. Remember where Tyler tried to wrap up Wendell Carter? And Tyler's been in this mode where he's chirping a lot, and he accidentally, I don't know accidentally, but he wrapped up Wendell Carter, a blatant flagrant foul. And Tyler's like, whoa, let's talk about this.
Go down there.
Because Wendell Carter was pissed, and he's like, hey, whoa, slow down. We can talk about this.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pella's dunk was nasty. But the fact,
but
when you
first
try
of
to
all,
foul somebody, Leroy, and the person that's even feel you fouling them.
let's think of it this way. When you turn on Dunks of the Night, right? And they show all the dunks.
Of course,
you go, yeah, he got hops. Yeah, he got hops. Yeah. And they show Pella, you go, did not know.
He's got hops.
It's always with the intangibles. So, like the intangible dunking on you, because you best believe when he get to the locker room, they're gonna be like, yo, dude, come holler at me.
Hold on, Leroy. We also know tangibles who've been they've been outside, they've been places, so they got that swagger. Pella has that swagger. So Pella, the way he dunked in the celebration, you could tell he's been in parks. He's been in cookouts.
I need to look no further than what I. Ooh. Oh my goodness! Wait, you see, he put his arms down and just tried to run out of the screen. We got widescreen on. Watch him run away. Watch him run away.
No, you got that. You got that.
He just ran away. We got you on widescreen, dude. Look, don't leave.
You know, he tried to run and get the inbound the ball.
Yeah.
No, don't run. We
Look,
saw that.
put his hands down and just run. Yeah. It's the one with the headband and the armband. That's usually how intangibles go to the basketball game. You over there getting dunked on. You know they mess with him.
NOC.
Yeah. On the bus.
On the
after
chin.
the game. Like, especially if they won, they're going to be watching game film and they're just going to stop it in midair. Why you put your hands down?
MacMan says, so many great moments in the Rockets game. It's a shame they choked it away. He's right.
Yeah.
It was a fun game.
It was a fun game, and the excitement at the last 10 seconds, I was like, they gonna pull this out. And then
it also hurts more that it's in a losing streak too. Like that's the other part of it.
Correct.
Because it's not even like there's shame in losing to the Rockets and losing on the road, even if they're on the second night of a back-to-back. They're a good team. It's just you've already lost 3 that have been painful. And this one was just like, here is an extra just right up there, you know?
That is correct.
Take a break. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. And we'll take you guys up until 2 here on the program. But before we get back into the sports, got to tell you about the best dry cleaners in all of South Florida, Leroy. And that's our friends over at A&T Dry Cleaning. Serving South Florida for over 40 years, owned and run. The guys who owns it are, that's our guy right there, right? 954-610-9383. Again, you can call him or text him at 954-610-9383, Leroy.
Prom season, wedding season.
Formal season, dude.
You got to get everything fitting right. Get your kids right. Get your lovely daughter or your son booted and suited. Got to have it fitting nice. They can do same-day sewing. They have a seamstress on site. It's Ours Mother, so you know you're getting that best care. And they service all the Dade, Broward, and Southern Palm Beach. Also, they can pick up or drop off your clothes. Just give Ara a call. If you mention Tobin and Leroy, you get 25% off your order. That's right, 25%. So just give Ara a call. Mention Tobin and Leroy, get 25% off your order. And give Ara a call at 954-610-9383 at any time. And once you use A&T Dry Cleaners, I promise you'll never launder your own clothes again.
Yeah, I'm going to probably be stopping by. Say hi to Ara this week.
To get your one suit?
Got to get it ready, dude. We got Dirty Boxing coming up on the 10th. Got to get it ready. I never brought it back because we were in Houston. Yeah, April 10th. And I was like, oh, man, I want to get this suit all ready and looking good. I got a different shirt. I'm going to mix it in with a different shirt. But, I figure while I'm there, I'll get the shirt that I did. Get it looking all right.
I hadn't wore a suit in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And, I have my whole suit section. And I hadn't worn them in a while. I put one on. I was like, yo.
Gotta get a big
had room in my belly.
Oh, you lost weight?
Room. It was like, the other way.
Oh,
I had to put the chokehold on my belt. I was like, man, I should have went and saw Ira.
You should have. All right.
Yeah, but it was last minute. Like I did it. Remember, I left last Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays ago.
Well,
I put my suit in the car Wednesday morning.
I'm telling you, dude, Ara's got me in a pinch too. Like if I needed it, boom, he takes.
You mean out of a pinch?
Out of a pinch.
I'm sure if you bought clothes, you were worried about a pinch more than.
Yeah, I get it. Thank you.
Leroy.
Such a bastard, is he not, Jennifer? He's such a rat bastard.
He's trying to make up for all the time he has not been here.
I know. We haven't been together that much over the last couple of weeks.
Something happened on Friday that I could have got him.
Oh man.
What?
Well, Friday we had a guy. We had a fighter.
Friday we had a great time.
Friday we had Jennifer's new favorite fighter, Alex Terrible, in. Who?
What? What's his name?
His name is Alex Terrible. And what's the band, Jennifer? What Prevail something? Slaughter Prevail?
Slaughter to Prevail.
Slaughter
will be
to
performing.
Prevail. Leroy. So we had in this guy. So Peter called me up, Peter Kahn, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hey, we're gonna do this event. He goes, you got to have this guy in. And I was like, oh, okay, bare knuckle. Like I thought it was gonna be like local. He goes, nah, it's gonna be in Daytona. I'm like, it is. And so he sends me the press release, and he's like, and it says, to open up the week of Rockville, they are having a 4-fight card the week to start off Rockville, and this guy's gonna fight. He's got like 3 million followers on Instagram. Like they're a huge deal. He's a Russian heavy metal singer, and he fights
it's
bear.
Deathcore, actually. It's pretty crazy.
And he fights also.
He fights and he wrestles bear. Big bear. His name is Tom. We learned his bear's name is Tom.
Correct.
Is that just a Russian? Just
wait. Is it a real fight if you name the bear?
Dude.
Well, it's kind of like a sanctuary that the bear lives in.
Okay.
And he helps provide like money for the sanctuary, which I thought was very sweet of him to say.
Yeah.
But,
if you say I wrestle a bear.
We all saw. Here's the thing, guys. We all saw Tiger King. There was the guy who took care of the tigers every day and then ended up with no arm.
Right.
I mean, that's expected.
No, that was a girl, wasn't it? The girl lost her arm.
Yeah. Well, yes, but she still worked there.
Yeah.
And so you think, oh, I know the tigers, I know the bears, but a bear can always turn bear.
Dudes in Siegfried and Roy, one of them got their face bit off.
That's right.
They work with tigers forever.
Yep.
Well, he also said that, like, at the end of the day, it's still an animal. It's still a wild
Right.
animal.
So my question is, hey, Vlad shaking his head like I'm shaking my head. Intangibles never learn.
They don't.
Whoa.
Y'all don't learn.
I don't like
Why? You go, ooh, this would be so cool. No, it will not.
that. If you name the bear Tom,
He's not a real bear. He's a circus bear.
no. He's not a circus
bear.
He's not with no tomfoolery. Okay.
No.
I got
He's about. He's
when
about
he gets
to work.
serious, he's like, all right, enough of that.
Yeah. Enough of your berries and all this. No, he's gonna go bear.
One Heat update should mention. Ira Winderman says that Norman Powell has been upgraded to available tonight, so Norman Powell will give it a go tonight.
All right.
Can we get a good game with Norman Powell and Tyler Hero playing the same night?
No.
I think they've done just enough of a job to put them both. Oh, come on now. They dancing. Look.
Dude, that bear is enormous. Because this guy's not a small guy.
Big one.
It's not a small one.
No, I know it's not small.
How tall is he?
Look, that bear want a hug. He don't want to wrestle.
Dude.
That's a baby bear.
Yeah.
It's not a baby bear. No,
Dude,
a baby
look at
bear.
A full-blown bear is much bigger than that.
A full-blown bear. Okay, so now you're dismissing. Now you're doing first of all, you'd never go near a bear, baby or not. He's running.
So wait. I wrestle a bear, then I ride him like Seabiscuit?
That's something.
No.
I like how you.
No.
I like
That's
how
your
you.
friend.
Hold on. You wouldn't.
your pet.
Hold on. You wouldn't step 3 feet near a possum.
No.
You wouldn't go near a possum, and now you're dismissing the bear's weight class.
I'm not the one. At least I know possums don't carry rape. I'm not the one that hit the possum for a home run.
Those are
Look,
those are little cubbies.
Those are cubs.
How cute.
Yeah, that's cute. Yeah,
That's
cute.
cute
Over
till they
there.
grow up in a week.
Like,
Anyway, so Norman Powell.
Y'all think these bears are Winnie the Pooh? You could go play with them.
I want to give Tom just one shirt. Just give him a shirt. Give him some honey. Powell is available.
Wait, can you take him serious? When he's hugging the bear, they're going back and forth. Bear ain't even doing nothing. They just dancing. And then he rides the bear like Seabiscuit.
No.
That's why the bear name is Tom.
No.
Circus Tom.
Don't dismiss it when you
Don't
do
worry. The bear's
hear
taking
the interview.
Don't worry about it. I know you're trying to get the Norman Powell,
No, it's okay. It
But
doesn't
the
matter.
bear-
But like this is classic Leroy. He won't go in the water. He won't deal with wildlife. But then he's like, that bear that he's taking on, no big deal.
Yeah, like the python story he had or
It's
something.
because he tamed it. He tamed a bear.
All right.
Leroy, don't dismiss Alex Terrible, okay? That's like
I'm not dismissing. I'm not dismissing the bear.
I think you are.
I'm dismissing bears in captivity where
Russian
you can ride them
captivity.
like Seabiscuit.
Russian captivity.
Russian captivity.
Russian captivity.
Okay, that was a well-behaved bear.
Because he made it a well-behaved bear.
All right. Back to your normal.
I want to see you in that sanctuary.
No, you don't. That's just it. You ain't
How
gonna
about
see
that?
me there.
Exactly.
I've already said it.
Like the fact that he's out here playing with a bear.
It's like, anyone can do it.
Okay. Vlad.
Anyone
Vlad
can.
looking at it like
Exactly how you lost to Chuck Norris.
Okay.
He didn't lose to Chuck Norris.
I
He
ain't
won.
He
You
lost.
won.
Well, he outlasted him.
That's all you need to do. That's all you
Outlasted
need
him
to
in
do.
life. But we know
That's
what
all
would
you
have
need to
happened.
do. What would have happened?
Oh, Chuck Norris is roundhouse kicking him into the bleachers.
Dude.
Into the
let me tell you,
bleachers, dude.
We were having this conversation, right? Like your speed and quickness leaves you with age.
No.
So
not
your
like that.
brain think you putting up a roundhouse kick real fast, but your body is saying, and your ass get knocked out. And
You're
like
not
y'all
gonna-
could
you're
keep
not knocking
playing
out
these
Chuck Norris.
games about how good he
Dude,
used to be.
dead
I ain't talking about no 40-year-old Chuck Norris.
I could dig him out of the grave right now. He'd still beat you.
No, you
Okay.
No, you can't.
Let me
Not-
tell you something.
Yeah,
And that bear, soon as that bear did this to hug me,
you done.
if he would say, I'm out. I just got to beat the cameraman.
Are you leaving
What?
a stain? Are you leaving a brown
Huh?
stain while you're running?
I'm running right behind the cameraman.
You leaving
Hey,
the Bronx stage?
hey,
Is that what you
before
just
you
said?
leave me, get that tasty treat.
I think you're not supposed to run from a bear. I think you're supposed to like.
You're not
you're
supposed
okay.
to run.
Supposed to make
That is
yourself
what
look
you
bigger.
do.
Yeah, but Leroy,
yeah.
Leroy's acting like he ain't leaving like some samples in his underwear. Come
Oh
on,
no,
Leroy.
He's leaving
no,
DNA
like-
everywhere. What are you talking about?
like, wait,
That
wait
ain't
a
a
minute.
Twix or Snickers.
Wait a minute. Now, let me get this straight. Because I don't know how fear works with you guys. But I'll tell you how fear works with me. Right? Big Bear, right? Ah, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting the hell up out of there.
You
He
not
say, don't
Leroy.
run. Don't run. Growl back at him.
No, I'm not
No.
growling back, but Leroy, you're not running a 4.340.
You
No.
can't run with a run.
I don't need to run
outrunning
the
that
4-3.
bear.
How fast
He's
is the cameraman?
Oh, I see what Leroy's gonna do.
I'm gonna run right behind the
whoever's-
cameraman.
Whoever's the slowest is the one
Yeah,
that's gonna get
that's
eaten.
it. That's
But if
it.
the
I ain't gotta
cameraman-
be faster than Bear. I gotta be faster than Intangible.
But if the cameraman stays there and stands its ground, like the bear might be attracted to running after you because you're the excitement, the chase. Like if the cameraman just like this and the staying still, the bear may just be like, I'll leave him. I want the chase, and comes after you. Telling you. Don't just assume he's gonna want to eat whatever.
So
You
if
become
you
bait
ran
in
into
that
a bear in
moment.
the woods, because
Mhm.
first of all, you already lost me at the woods. But if you had a bear,
Russian
The
woods.
woods.
if you ran to the bear in the woods, you go growl back at him. Raw.
No, I don't have to growl, but you make yourself like,
No,
No.
I think
Stand
that's
up.
black
Oh, wait,
bears, I
time out.
believe. You can scare off a black bear.
Tobin
scare
gonna
off a
come back
black
with stitches on face. What
First of all,
happened? What that
No.
happened was,
I
if
can't
they
scare off
told
a
me
black
don't run
bear.
from
Let
the
me
bear,
think I'm gonna be
they
able to
told me
scare
to
off
do
a black
this to
bear.
the bear, and he scratched me.
Second of all,
we didn't
I
hear
do-
first of all because you guys are talking over each other. So
well,
say first of all. again.
First of all, black bear. I can't even scare a black man. So much less scare a black bear. No, that's not happening. Second of all, y'all acting like the bear. You do that to the bear won't take it as a sign of threat. Like you're charging them up. You're charging them.
Vlad, I think the case is, and look, I'm not saying what's right or wrong. I'm just telling you what science will say. You're better off looking like a potential threat than you are a meal. And if you run away, you look like a meal.
But
I know if I try to act like a threat, I know I'm gonna be a meal.
Yes.
I'm like,
I don't think
you
so,
know,
dude.
You say them animals can sense your fear. I'm scared as hell. So
He's-
like,
He's already defecated on himself. Like he's gonna know.
I'll
Well,
be standing like that, and he gonna come around me and go, "Oh, he's scared." Right? He go and
That ain't
chew
a
me
Norman
up.
Joy.
No.
That ain't a Norman Joy right there.
Yeah.
That ain't a Baby Ruth.
Come on.
We'll take a break. More to come. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy with you here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Leroy, give us one more weather report from the Windowplex, which is brought to us by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
What a beautiful day. No clouds in the sky. Winds are barely moving. I'd say 5-10 miles an hour. Can't tell what direction they're coming at. And I would say right now it's about, I'm going to go and say, 83 to 85 degrees, somewhere in there. What a beautiful day. The only thing that's unfortunate about it is it's Monday.
Yeah, it is Monday. It is Monday.
I want my good days to be on the weekend.
Mm-hmm. Time to get to a little all right. Oh, no. My all right goes to Bam Adebayo, who is playing out of his mind right now. He had 30 points, 20 rebounds in this last game. Incredible performance against the Rockets. Unfortunately, it feeds into my oh no, which is the rest of you who just watched that basketball dance, Bam included, but dance on the rim, but he did everything else. So I watched everybody else out here, and Bam Adebayo wasted effort because Ahmed Thompson flew in for the game winner. So that is my all right and oh no. Leroy?
My all right, again, is going to go to the Canes. It was unexpected, and it was an enjoyable season, and they really look like they got something special going here in the future. My oh no, and when I tell you my oh no.
Oh, no.
As much as I enjoy watching the Miami Heat, I would rather not have the stressful moments that ended my Saturday night. It hurt.
Yep.
I only the Heat can make me go to bed disgusted. And what made me more disgusted was if I told Spo that, he would say, if you're disgusted, that means you care.
That's true.
Right?
This pain is going to lead to good.
I kept picturing those words, and I'm like, no, Spo, I don't feel that way. So
he said, remember he tried that last year when he said, like, there's beauty in the struggle. He's like, there's beauty in the struggle.
There's no beauty. Look, struggle is ugly. Struggle is ugly. Don't say there's not beauty in it. No. So that's it. I wanted, man, such a good game, too. You can't waste games like this at the end of the year.
I know.
When you're trying to get out of the play-in. But guess what? Not only are you in the play-in, you're deep in the play-in.
Well, I mean, not deep in the play-in. You're
a
just
week ago, you were 6th.
You're at, well, I know, but 2 wins, you could be back to 6. Like you're
if
just,
everybody else loses. What, they gonna keep losing?
You're taking, but you're facing all those teams. Like you're playing all of them.
Okay.
Except for the Magic, thank God.
Okay. I got you.
But it is frustrating.
Can I have another oh no?
Sure.
I'm going to give it to myself.
Oh,
Let me tell you a little story. So I went to Publix, and like on Sundays when I want to just sit around the house and watch TV, I get chicken, but I get the legs and thighs. Love that, right? Take a shower, sit down, watch it with a little mac and cheese, sit there and watch golf, basketball, whatever I'm watching. I go take a shower, I come back, I open up the box, there's only 6 pieces in it. So now, I'm hot. I call Publix, right? Hey, y'all can't count to 8? There's only 6 pieces of chicken. What's your name? Just come see us. They know me there. So they kind of, understood. So out of curiosity, I asked Mima this morning, Mima, by any chance, did you get any chicken? She said, oh, yeah, I got 2 pieces. So I don't know what. I'm going to go and tell him, never mind. But I feel like I maybe should have checked with Mima first, right?
Probably.
But the box was still in the bag. That's what made me think that it was only 6.
Did you get the text from Galen here?
Yes, of course.
Yep.
He said, since I lived in Connecticut for 10 years where there were black bears, here's what I learned. If it's a black bear, fight back. If it's brown, lay down. If it's white, good night. And never run from a bear. They think you're prey. No bueno.
So wait.
I don't have
if I meet a black bear, don't run.
Me and you are in the woods.
You guys don't listen to me.
If you and me are in the woods, I don't have to outrun the bear. You gonna stand there and I'm gonna run, and he gonna say, "Well, might as well get this one."
I think that's what you think, but I think that the bear's instinct may be to chase instead of the person who's standing there. Like I think you think you're outrunning danger, and I think you're adding more danger. If you both stand there, he may look and say, Leroy or Galen, who's the bigger threat here? And he's gonna obviously go for Galen.
When have you ever seen a person's ass and said that was a threat?
When have I seen a person's ass?
That means they're going away from you.
Dude, but you're not going to outrun the bear.
Yeah, listen, I'd rather take my chances with my feet than standing there like a damn statue and hoping that the bear abides by Lynn's rules.
Listen, just because you ran away from Reggie White and Jerome Brown and those guys don't mean you can actually run away from a real bear.
Hey, I'm just telling you. Wait, so Vlad, let me say, you get caught in that position. Are you going to just stand there?
What's my chance, Leroy? I'm going to get mauled regardless. So what am I doing?
I'd rather him catch me and get mauled. Say, at least I tried. I'm not just going to stand there and let the bear come and have his way with me.
He's going to have his way with you. There's nothing you can do about it. You're in his home. You're in his home field.
You got to be like Alex Terrible. You got to tame the bear. Jennifer, what is your all right? I don't know.
Well, speaking of taming the bear and Alex Terrible, my all right goes to the fact that I was able to get him to growl on Friday. That was very cool and made my whole weekend, to be honest. And I have video for Leroy because I know you didn't hear it, but it's okay. I got it for you.
But yeah,
there's a specific way of doing it too. Also, I'm sure you've mastered that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible, dude. Hey, guys, I can't thank you enough for.
If I could do that, then I'd stand.
Well, why do you think he does it?
But he was that was his own pet bear.
Yeah, but that's just his rock thing.
Okay.
He is the front man of Slaughtered to Prevail.
Slaughtered to Prevail sounds like they got some violent music.
Yeah,
they very much do so.
Like when I was like Slaughtered to Prevail, that sounds like one of the bands I make up for Rockville.
Yeah, right.
Russian death metal music. And dude, Leroy, these were some characters that came in.
Accurate.
Dude. I mean, it looked like the Russian Sons of Anarchy walked into our
really.
studio. Oh my gosh.
You know what's crazy too? I found out that the scar he has on his face is actually like
from a bear.
He made someone do that for him.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he did it on purpose? So he could have a
he thought it would look really cool. Yeah.
Point for Tobin.
Hey, Vlad. You guys are living in a world which I am unfamiliar with.
What do you mean?
What
world?
That world where you can just have people do that to your face or go hug bears.
The intangibles.
What world is it? It's intangible world. Yeah.
Intangible bears.
It's a parallel universe. Do you believe in a parallel universe? They do.
What's your oh no, Jennifer?
Well, aside from Leroy ignoring my text on Friday, that was very informative.
Yep.
About Chuck Norris.
He's the commissioner now.
I didn't have my phone.
Leroy, I'm hurt. I'm hurt.
You mean Chuck Norris stole your phone?
No, I was golfing. I don't always take my phone.
Well, anyway, my oh no goes to the $100 glizzy that they're serving at Miami.
Hey, yo.
Wait.
$100?
Do you have a picture of it?
Oh, I have a picture.
Okay. All right.
This would be the best.
This is a picture of
caviar.
the glizzy.
That's
Caviar.
$100. Oh, because of the caviar? Who puts caviar on there?
It has Australian Wagyu beef. There's caviar. It's a golden goat caviar, actually, with gold flakes. And it's served on a croissant.
Oh, I'm out.
It's not even a hot dog bun.
That's not a hot dog.
I don't even know how.
How many did they sell? 2?
I don't know. I'm
Oh,
sure it was a very
$100?
popular item. It was
I'm
a very
sure
popular item.
they probably sold tons, and Stephen Ross is going to brag about it on Squawk Box.
And there's an influencer that said she liked it, but it would be better if it had ketchup on it. So
a hot dog.
get a regular hot dog. On caviar, it makes no sense.
Let me tell you what it is. It's absolutely dumb.
I don't like it.
Stupid. And I have better things to do with $100 than go get that.
$100.
I could go to Tootsie's with that $100.
Not with Luke Kornet, you couldn't.
First of all, after those comments, would you do anything with
Luke
Kornet? Yeah.
Hell no.
Maybe whittle some wood. Like carve. That's what the Amish love to do. They love to carve.
You would not catch him here.
Nope, definitely not. He would never go to foot. And that's in Boston. You think he ever went to Horny Sundays? Clearly not.
No, he went to religious Sundays. That's what he did. He probably went to church on those Sundays.
What's your all right? No, Vlad?
My all right? Basketball this weekend, man. It was some great games, NBA and college. Obviously, the St. John's ending. That Kentucky and Santa Clara game was great. The Lakers Orlando game was a very good game. Obviously, unfortunately, the Rockets and the Heat game was a great game to watch on just on the bad side. So my all right is just this game of basketball.
All right.
And your
my oh no. Damn you, Miami. Why couldn't you just score 1 point? I got you plus 9.5. All you had to do was just score 1 point, man. 1 point. That's all I'm asking. If your season was gonna end, cool, but I had you plus 9.5. You really gonna lose? Like you really lose by 10? There's nothing worse than seeing your parlay just disappear by a half a damn point.
It's a dangerous game with the free throws in March Madness, dude.
Oh my
It's crazy, right?
And then all you just want them is to score.
Yep.
Nah, they're gonna go for the three. The crazy three from 35 feet. It's not gonna go in.
Just make it look good.
Just imagine if it would have went there, though, Vlad. Think of all the people on the other side.
I would have been great. I would have been happy.
Yeah.
I would have been happy.
That's our show, everybody. Reminder again, Heat game is at 7 o'clock tonight. So if you're going, be there early. Hockman, Crowder, and Solana, they are coming up next.